Cool. All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 11 of Roll for Performance. Where we left off last time, I believe you guys. What?
We just
Nothing.
found.
What are you looking at me like
No,
that?
I found a mini over there when I found
Oh, you
that.
looked at the bottom of it?
No, it has a duck on it, and I was confused.
Oh.
Oh, it
Okay.
says uwu on the bottom.
Anyway, episode 10 was the big fight between Grumm and the leader of the, not the Bloodskins himself, but just that tribe.
Did he have a name?
Yes,
Just called
he
him the
did.
tribe leader. I don't think we ever got his name.
I know, he had a name. It's on the, if you go to the Discord in the important links, I think, or lore or whatever, there is a spreadsheet I've been making with all the important NPCs.
Oh,
I do
okay.
remember he did have a name, but I was in a blood rage and
Yeah.
ripped his head off,
He did
unfortunately.
have a name. Yeah, and that ended with Grumm tearing off his head.
Whoops!
Whoops! They then, the group, did you guys go into the party name yet? I can't, you guys...
We had a long conversation
long
about this.
conversation about it.
I remember
No,
it drove
we
me
didn't.
insane.
No, I think we did.
I think we did as well.
I support
I
the
thought
one
you
that Xavier ultimately came up with.
I think it was.
Xavier came up with a name.
I remember what it was, but I'm waiting for you to reveal it dramatically because it was your idea.
Oh, I
We're
never
gonna
changed
schedule
the little sign.
It
It
was
still
the
says the gang
Cardinals.
commits arson.
Was it the Cardinals?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Now that you guys finally have a party name, I can stop referring to you as the group or the party, and then comically go, they still don't have a party name. Yeah.
I'm fine with not having a party
Hey,
name.
10
Sorry to be
sessions.
killed.
It only took us 10
Well, I
sessions.
took you down. Alright, so from now on you guys are called the Cardinals. Cool. So the Cardinals made their way up the tower, and you took the portal, I believe?
Yep.
You tried to get pretty much anywhere you found familiar, and you ended up in the outskirts of Glumnavi, Kingdom of Glum. Yeah, and I believe you met a drow that was you crashed through his living room. That was Urlen Tallie. He was a drow. He was a potter, I believe. He gave you some hospitality. You guys went to the grocery store with him. You were convinced he was going to try and kill you. Turned out he's just a normal guy. And as you guys were trying to leave, he broke down and begged you to take him. He broke down and begged you to take him with you, saying that his life was boring and that he really wanted to get out of there. And I believe you reluctantly said yes, except for Tallie said, "I'm going to kill this guy when given the chance."
They did say that.
They did say that. Cool.
They did say
So, I think that's about it. So, without further ado, anyone else have anything to add?
I'm a very tired boy.
One of my dice is missing.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, Grumm,
think-
not myself. I'm fine.
I've been awake since 2 in the morning.
Are you guys going to be here
Cool.
16th
Yes, I
Yes.
assume.
I should be.
and the 23rd?
Yep, maybe.
I should be.
I think the 23rd will be our last stream until next September,
Really?
where we will have a better set and the apartment.
True.
So we have 2 more.
We have 2 more streams.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I might be gone by then.
You're not doing anything fun over the summer?
Probably not, since we will be working and people will be all over the place.
Ew. People with jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, episode 13 will be the last episode for a while until we kind of take a hiatus, I suppose.
Unless we have a crazy whack idea to do online D&D for like a session or 2.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
But who knows?
We will see.
Yeah.
Cool.
So-
Without further ado, let's get right back into it. Guys, we're just heading out of the village I believe you were in.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we're not right down. Did you ever get the name of the village?
Yes, Dar.
Dargon, yes. Yeah, I actually do have it right now. That was someone's name, though.
Nope.
Weird. Cool. You met with Nelly. That's his entire thing. That wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
And you just reluctantly accepted Ulren's help.
As
He
you-
kind of he ran back to his house and comes back with he's like an oversized backpack. You see like pots, like half finished pots that are kind of like smushed together, and like clay and like all this other stuff you would not need in an adventure. Like kind of stuck, like sticking out of his backpack. He doesn't have any armor. He's wearing some nice clothes. Yeah, that's it. He's kind of like, all right, I'm ready. Where's our first? What we gonna do first?
We didn't exactly have things lined up.
Actually, yes, we did, Rev. We're headed this way, and I look at my map that I.
Oh, I thought you meant in terms of like adventure. Yeah, we're like refugees, kind of. So
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like he's more prepared than I am for an adventure. I mean, look at me, and I like gesture down. There's nothing. I have my axe.
Yeah, that
That's
is
about it.
that is true. You did get rid of that really cool armor.
There
I
is
gave you.
nothing.
I had to. They would have noticed me.
Do you have clothes?
I
I
have
think-
clothes.
You should wash those.
Yeah, they're very dirty. Well, they're they're like little red stained, but yeah, they're
Grumm.
relatively clean.
Grumm. Buddy. They did fucking notice you. That's kind of why you
Yeah, it didn't
Killed
work out in the
very-
You were
end, did
very
it?
Yeah.
I'm not very good
You
at
were, like,
planning things.
super noticed.
I'm just really I'm good at the hitting stuff, but not the planning ahead and before that kind of stuff.
Alright, well, next time you get armor.
I am an orc.
Next time you get armor, don't take it off unless you're like sleeping or something. Let's start this new Grumm rule.
I think that's a good rule to run by. Also, I lean over to Tallie a little bit. Please don't kill this guy the moment we get out of town.
I give Grumm big puppy dog.
Are you trying to puppy dog guys a murder?
I give Grumm big puppy dog eyes and I go,
He's not. No.
I'm not gonna make any promises.
Look, I'm not saying you need to protect him if
All
you get
I'm-
attacked, but just
all I'm
don't
saying-
kill him.
Is that I can only make sure one person doesn't get hit by the bomb. And if there's one of you guys and him next to it, I have to, save one of you instead of him. It happens.
Just don't actively try and kill him, please. That's all I ask. If it's accidental, okay, that's still bad, but I mean,
I'll do my best.
thank you. And I
hey-
look back to this guy and just like, oh man.
Hey Orville,
That's not my name. Just call me Orville.
yes. Anyway, so
That's
are,
not my name.
I probably should warn you. Tallie has a lot of explosions. You might accidentally die. Heads up. I know you're real gung ho for this whole thing. Like you are like a little worriedly accepting of maybe dying here, and I just want to let you know that that death might come from one of us specifically.
All right.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He just explained that he was actually very much not okay.
Yeah, he did just moments ago explain that he was like dead inside. and-
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. Oh, jeez.
He kind of just outlined he'd rather die in the next 10 minutes than spend another day in that town.
This feels like something that we should probably address.
The gang does therapy.
We're,
Actually, Braft, I disagree.
I'm not very
I think
good
we
with this
can
kind of stage.
not address this and then just let him live his
does
dream.
this town have a therapist?
Obviously not.
Yeah.
He's the living example that it obviously doesn't.
Oh, I don't believe in therapy.
Why not?
Okay, let's keep going.
Oh my goodness.
I lead the way along whatever path there is,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at the map, and I'm getting us there.
I'm just
So
walking along, I guess.
yeah. One second. So yeah, you're going up the kind of rightmost side of Glum, I believe, up kind of near the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's gonna be a few days worth of journeying.
It's also probably best if we... Here's my plan, guys. And I show you all the map. And I'm like, we should probably spend most of the time we can in Glum. That way
Just poked a hole in the map.
we don't have to cross the entirety of the Untamed Horde to get to where we're going. We can spend time in Glum and then take a shorter path through the Untamed Horde. Because it's a real toss-up what you're going to get in there.
I've never been, so have you?
We're going to where I live. It's
Okay.
my house. Yeah, I've been there.
Cool. I'm still very tired.
That's okay. You look like shit.
I
You
feel
look
like
exhausted. You actually look exhausted twice.
I feel like I've been hit in the stomach twice by a very big man.
You were the
You-
big
you
man in this
probably-
scenario.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Actually, it was Ghoul. He's the big man who knocked the wind out of me.
So you're also with the blood. Okay.
I told you these are what they came from.
So is that
like
your
in like a
blood?
metaphorical sense? I thought the god of blood came down and like punched you in the stomach.
I mean,
Like the
it
god
feels like it.
It's probably much more literal than we give it credit for.
I'm not sure how these work, man. All I know is that I'll feel something and they glow, and then I wake up the next day with blood on me.
I'm gonna research the shit out of him when we have time.
Please do. If you know a way to remove these in any way, I'm 100%.
I will absolutely help with that. I would love to learn more about it, and if I can get them off of you at the same time, that sounds wonderful.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Is that our bus? Are we taking public transit?
No, we're walking.
Okay.
I guess.
But everyone's on board with the
Like,
idea of,
Is there a way to get that isn't walking?
I mean,
You could hire
We've walked
a
a lot recently,
that is true.
right?
Yes.
So
mean-
I'm on team not walking. I don't know about you guys. I hereby rename the party Not Walk.
The big problem with that is I'm a little short on cash, but the only one who has cash really is Tallie.
No, I have money as well.
Oh.
Yeah. A
Then
small
let's
amount, but
let's zippity bop on a magic carpet or whatever.
Oh, magic carpets are really rare and quite expensive, actually. Yeah.
Cool.
I think they can only fit
There's
like
magic
2
carpets?
people.
Then a horse. Let's get a horse or some sort of equivalent.
I don't think a magic carpet could fit a horse either.
Actually, might be able to fit 1 horse.
No, not magic. We get some big animal with big legs that can do the walking for us. No carpets. No special fabrics. I see the little gears in your head turning, trying to find a loophole through what I've said. Where's the horse store?
It's probably in the next town we go to.
Or it could be in the town we just came from.
Yeah, I'm right here. We have a stable. Are you looking for a stable?
I mean,
No, he's looking for a horse store. A store for horses and horse accessories.
All right, my bad. Nice.
They might have
If
one in the
there's
next town.
yeah.
does the stable have carriages that we could hire to bring us in any other towns?
Oh, I'm sure we can go. Like, yeah, probably.
You guys want to do
I
that?
don't know if the stable has them, but it's not uncommon to find like people doing transit. It's not. It's a very common. It's a very common thing.
For,
We can go back and we can see how much it is. But if it is an unreasonable amount for the amount of people we have, I am not paying for you guys. And I
Fair
say
enough.
that only looking at Brayoft.
I have money from Henry Larson.
You stole his money?
He died as a gift to us. Do you think his ghost or whatever wants to look at us and think, wow, he had all of this stuff and didn't use it? No, I am using this in memory of Henry Larson.
I think he just died.
I bet you can't even name one of his songs.
I can't. No, he didn't perform any for us.
He didn't actually make any.
You guys are fake fans.
Then why don't you name one of his songs?
The untitled Henry Larson song #1.
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
No.
Prove me wrong. Give me any sort of evidence.
Give me any sort of evidence that you were right.
I have Henry Larson's bag, therefore I'm his true benefactor, therefore everything I say about him is always right. Let's find a horse store.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
You.
You knew him as long as we knew him.
I'm gonna start walking in a random direction to try to find a horse store.
I'm gonna start walking in the way we came.
I'm
Back
gonna.
to the town.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So are you just walking back to the town? I assume.
No, Brayoff is walking perpendicular to the path we just came.
That is off the cliffside.
Perfect.
No, I walk towards the town. If we're like 15 feet out of the town, I'll
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
towards
alright.
the town to get to the horse store so we can get from point A to point B.
Okay. Yeah. So there is a stable.
So, are there any like caravans around?
Yeah, there's plenty. It's not like an uncommon business to have people, traveling traders and people who will pick up parties for. Obviously, it's going to charge you, but yeah,
Well, I guess I look around.
it's a coach cab. It's not uncommon. No.
I guess can I make like an investigation check to see if I can?
Do you have to investigate?
You don't even have to investigate.
Yeah.
It's just they're just kind of there.
Cool. I guess I walk.
There's
up.
like a few around the town.
Or I guess I don't walk up and I look at the town and be like, oh, so which one do you want to choose? You're the one with the money.
I walk up to the first one I see.
Okay. All right.
Hi. Hello.
Can I help you?
Yeah, we need to go somewhere. Where are you going?
I'm sorry. What?
Like,
Did you say that again? You're like mumbling. You speak up.
yeah, we need to go somewhere. Where are you headed?
Who's asking?
Us,
You together?
unfortunately.
Where are you looking to go?
I don't know.
I don't like your attitude. Where are you looking to go, mate?
Where are we looking to go?
We're looking to go as close to the west coast of the Untamed Horde as we can.
We're looking to go as close to the west coast of the Untamed Horde as we can. Northwest.
I can get you like to the border, but I'm going in the opposite direction.
You're going southeast?
Yeah. Going down the Kinman?
No worries, we can look for another card.
Okay.
I go to the next one. I'm just trying to find someone going in the same direction as us.
With that, you can make an investigation check for it.
Where's my rat? Can my rat give me fucking aerial support?
No, because that just
Can
helps
we-
you find them. This is like you're gonna go be talking to people. And
Oh,
asking
cool.
them. Yeah.
The rat is making negotiations.
Fly in a rat.
It's cutting deals.
You give it a note and it flies down.
I actually, I would ask one of you for help, but I don't know who to. Can I ask Ulren for help? Looking, like just speaking, like existing as a normal person.
Urlen has like a -5 charisma.
Yeah.
So does everyone in this party.
Actually, I know that.
That's
That
very
is
rude.
really-
For the charisma caster.
I can find someone if you want.
The quiet charisma caster
Sure, that sounds great.
who just
Yes, well, I'll
stares
reach
and
back
gets at
here.
whatever he needs.
In like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Cool. I'll be right back. You guys can hobble away, like pans, like clink, 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 as he like takes steps.
Who brings pans? He's so boring.
Let's go in the cook for us, maybe.
I mean, it is good if he wants to cook something.
Yes.
It is nice to have
You
cooking.
can cook.
Stick and fire.
Can you cook?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I find
Give me a
that hard to
fish, give me a stick, give me a fire, bing bang bop, I put it over and it's cooked.
I don't believe you.
I have 10 copper on the fact that he doesn't know fish have bones and would just fucking eat it.
I mean, I've done that before myself.
I know fish have bones. I just eat the bones.
It's a crunchy aftertaste, but you can't do it.
It strengthens your teeth. Idiot.
You sound like
It
a
doesn't
dog.
do that.
You sound like a dog.
Well, do
You
dogs
sound-
have good teeth?
I've met very good dogs. Very hygienic.
We should start like crushing eggshells to put in his food. So it helps with his digestion. Maybe cook some chicken and some rice for
I
him.
eat the whole egg, baby.
Put a little olive oil in
It builds muscle.
Alright. About 10 minutes later, Urlen kind of comes back with a rounder fella. He's got like a nice like vest, like a short white goatee, and what?
Nothing.
Okay. And he kind of walks out. Hi, this is Pops. He runs a coaching system. He owns a traveling shop kind of thing. He'll take us with him. At a reduced price too, if we protect him.
Really? And
Yeah.
headed where?
The same direction. He said wherever you guys want to go.
Oh, that seems perfect.
It's very
Awesome.
convenient.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
What is
Hey,
the?
and Pops. And the guy's just kind of like, no. That's all he says.
Oh, nice to meet you, Pops, and appreciate you bringing us to where we need to go.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. Would you like to buy something on the way?
I would, but I'm a little short on cash.
Oh, no worries.
So,
Cool. Do you, anyone else need anything before we go?
Yeah, actually, this dumbass needs some armor. Do you sell armor? Should we run back to
some more
Nell's?
consumables. No, I can find out,
Alright, we can just run back to Nellie's then.
Okay. Yeah.
And get you some armor.
Cool. What are you looking for?
Armor.
whatever
What did you
he's
have?
willing to spend, really. I can wear basically any armor. So whatever is an affordable reason that we can get.
How much are you budgeting for armor?
This is your
How much is
cash,
half
so
plate? How much is half plate?
Half plate? I believe half plate is 750 gold.
So 750 silver.
Yes. Sorry, I meant silver.
And what's below half plate and what does the AC it give?
Breastplate is 400 silver and it's 14 plus dex. Max 2.
What's your next?
+1.
And what is half?
Half plate is 15 plus dex modifier.
You could also invest in heavy armor. For 75, it would just give him a 16.
I mean, that's not bad.
For what?
For 75 silver, it would give him an AC of 16, but disadvantage on stealth. Also, your strength has to be 13, but I think that's fine.
Well, you can't have double disadvantage.
You can basically just give me chainmail again.
Okay.
Yeah, you could go to
Can I get chainmail and a shield?
And a shield?
It's another 10 gold pieces or 10 silver.
Does shield cat?
He'd have an 18 of AC.
No,
18.
I mean, what is your weapon two-handed?
It can be wielded one-handed with 1d8. It's versatile. It's battle axe. This would just be returning me back to classic Grumm.
Yeah.
Well, you're still double encumbered.
Yeah, that's true.
I forget the word.
I'm exhausted twice.
Yeah.
Also, how much are you carrying? Don't forget about that.
My battle axe,
I have a bag of holding.
that's it.
Okay. Okay, you...
That's literally all I have.
Yeah.
Sorry, and a bag.
He carries the weight of his problems.
Sorry, I have a healing potion in a bag that used to have this
Yeah,
carved
you're fine.
stones in it.
I could have sworn you had more.
You mind
No,
if
I
store some
got.
stuff in there?
I lost everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
What's your strength?
Don't destroy the bag.
16.
No, I'm just putting like.
Wouldn't even matter. Your carry weight is 240.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have powerful build, so I'm literally an oxen.
Yeah, that sounds great. How much do I? Hi, Nelly. How much do I owe you?
So it's 75 plus 10. So 85.
So 85 plus Nellie's surcharge, it would be 95.
Can I borrow a pencil and mark that on my thing?
Pencil. As we're buying this, you can see like I'm just like hopping so giddy like a little kid, like with new fresh armor that doesn't have patches and everything.
Yeah, you get this new armor. It's like all it literally sparkles in like the no, it wouldn't because there's no sunlight. It sparkles and like the torches like light flashes off. It's so like pristine and clean.
I like jump around and like make a chink around.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I look at the new fancy shield and like it's a rounded, nice carved shield, and I'm like,
I do want
"Thank you, Tallie." I run out to the car. And just like go to you guys, and be like, "Hey, check it out!"
very nice armor.
Thank you.
I do want to point out that I technically can get a shield, and it doesn't affect my unarmored defense. I'm not going to.
Do you know how to? Are you proficient with shields?
Yeah, one of the basic ones. But I'm not going to, because I don't think it's as cool.
I also think we fuck with
Well, technically it doesn't. Like, all my unarmed strike things can technically just be done, like, single-handed.
Monks can't use a shield with their unarmed defense.
Oh, really? Because the
Yeah.
first page of Reddit told me slightly early different things. Either way, I'm not doing it.
D&D Beyond says otherwise.
Well, D&D Beyond
Also,
is
the players-
D&D Be Wrong.
Also, the player's handbook says no as well.
Well, the player's handbook is also wrong sometimes, idiot.
That's true.
Damn. Who
I
knew the
don't
rules were
know
wrong?
about that one.
I never knew the rules were wrong.
Yeah.
Damn, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, the player's handbook says that my character should have 33 health, but my character actually has 8 billion health, because he's so cool.
Yeah.
8 billion health in your heart.
I don't know about that one. Cool. So is anyone else going to do anything before you leave?
No.
Cool.
I
did want to ask how much the thing was, but that got.
Oh, right. Shoot. Yes.
Yeah, that's important.
So for traveling, it's going to be normally it would. Actually, I'll just have it as a character, so you can ask him if you want.
I did
Oh,
a while ago.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
then you guys went to the Nelly shop.
Yeah, well, because I didn't get an answer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can get one now. It's going to be. Is 3 copper per mile, but since you are tangentially agreeing to protect him, it's going to be 2 copper per mile.
How many miles?
You're going about 200 miles.
400 copper for
2 silver pieces. Wait, no. 4
4
silver
silver
pieces.
pieces.
My bad.
Sounds great.
Yeah. It's cheap.
It's cutting. That's a lot.
This economy, man.
Even though we just.
Alright, sure, cool, let's go.
Mr. Popman, 300
That's-
silver
Oh
pieces.
shoot! Wait. No, sorry. That's to the first camp. Because it's gonna be more than 1 day.
I was gonna say.
So it'll be double that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's still fine.
Cool.
So we're okay.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I do want to
travel
point
across
out
the
that that
entire
is still like a 15th of my bar tab from earlier.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So 8 silver.
Yep. 8 silver.
Who knew? It's a lot cheaper to buy an Uber than to get a drink.
Take the bus and get a drink.
Yeah. It's like taking the bus.
You gotta like rent
Yeah,
it
if
out
you bought
for
a
yourself.
if you bought a horse, it'd be like 75 silver.
What is the economy in this place?
It's a
That is the
living animal.
standard 5th edition pricing.
It is a horse. It's a living creature.
Okay, I guess like
Yeah, you have to
buy
care
it
for the
versus
horse.
like rent it.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Exactly.
That's just
Cool.
how things work in the horse
I really need to use the
store.
bathroom, so we're gonna do a break. A break real quick.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
wow.
No, wrong one.
Not.
Cool. Welcome back. Is everyone prepared and ready?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you kind of load into, like, you kind of load up in the back of this carriage, you notice it's not really meant for passengers. First thing you notice is there are a bunch of boxes, like crates on the ground, with like rows and rows and rows of healing potions. There's also like things like plants hanging from the roof of the carriage, these like vines that trickle down, as well as like planters. And then underneath you like the little seat in the back are even more like supplies. You see like dried meats, like a bunch of like there's like an entire crate of just like spices, and it seems like this guy is, you know, the very average traveling trader, but based off of the fact that you see healing potions in those specific vines, you can tell he's probably got some affinity for like brewing as well. This Pops guy. Yeah.
Mr. Pops, I noticed that you don't have a lot of space back here.
He kind of peeks his head through and goes, "Oh, please, I'm going to right?"
You should look at the road.
Is it?
And he closes it and zips it back up.
Okay.
What language is he speaking?
Common.
I think it's some sort of common. It may be a little bit of orc. I think I heard something
Like
of
slip
orc in there.
words?
No, that was common. With a little bit of halfling.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
He's a fairly tall halfling.
I speak halfling. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, no, he's got a very strict, like a very not strict, a very strong accent. He's probably from FTC.
Makes sense.
With that, Ulrich kind of like loads his bag onto his lap, and you can't even see his face. He kind of has to peek back. He's like, "All right, is everyone excited?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, I brought a knife. He pulls like a kitchen knife, like a butter knife. He's like,
Owen,
I'm ready.
I think if we were...
Okay, well, first off, you're holding that backwards.
Oh shit.
You want the blade.
Kind of adjust it. There we go.
Owen, I think if we get into a... I just like grab his wrist and just really...
Oh, I'm strong.
It's just really... I think if we get into any trouble, you should probably stay in the carriage with Pops. For your first encounter. It's pretty dangerous and you don't have a lot of equipment.
I've got equipment. I've got a knife.
But...
You also have that quarterstaff I gave you last session.
Yeah, you see that sticking on the top of the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's not sharp. It's a stick.
You actually, believe it or not, quarterstaffs are an extremely lethal weapon.
If you know
With
how
the-
to hit people with them.
Which actually comes very innately to all living creatures, pretty much. Anything that can use a tool is really good at
It's
killing
true.
something with a stick.
Alright. I would like to search my bag through Tallie's stuff that they put in for some sort of adhesive. Would it be in there?
No. You could ask me for it.
Can I have some some sticky thing? Just trust me.
What do you need it for?
Just, I saw your thing be sticky once. Can I have like some of the sticky?
Oh, it doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, but do you have like sticky stuff?
I can check. Hold on.
We are in
I'm
the
taking
caravan.
my rat and I'm throwing him in the sky. He's like a little drone now.
Okay.
He flies.
Okay.
And he's gonna do circles around the cart,
Okay.
relaying information and spotting threats. He's a UAV. He's a allied score streak spy plane in the air.
I see someone has been playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I will add it. Hold on.
I should also
So
mention I still have the rabbit. With
You still have the rabbit?
Yeah,
Oh my.
I'm hanging on to it.
Why would he have rabbit?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go after taking so much.
So I kind of just hang on.
Do we have anything we can put him on?
I can look. I mean, I know I do, but again, why do you need it?
Just trust me.
I can't trust you.
This is going to, I think, further our group's effectiveness, like tenfold.
Rhea, what do you need it for?
Well, no, if I tell you, then the big reveal will be gone.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, Pops kind of unzips the cart, looks like goes, alright, we're ready to go now, sir, I'll leave now. Alright, go, no.
Cool.
Close it back up.
I guess with that, I like get myself as comfy as I can in this mess.
Yeah,
And just,
it is a tight squeeze, especially with all your own equipment, but you can kind of push the box of healing potions like near the end, and like you can. It's a tight fit, but you can do it. And yeah, cool. With that, you kind of, and then as it kind of moves the entire cart, you notice that one of the wheels is like slightly off. So like every now and then it kind of yeah. And it's just pulled by a normal horse. No fun elevators this time for you.
well,
Is it just one horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
if you don't mind me,
Is it raining?
I think it's raining out.
Oh. I heard some like
It is
sparkling.
raining. Yeah, same.
Alright.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna get some shut-eye while we're on the road, because I'm tired, to say the least.
Kind of moves a bit. Would you like some sleepy time tea? I brought tea.
That would be very appreciated. Thank you very much.
He kind of like
Do you have...
kind of struggles for like a few minutes trying to pull out like a pot. He pulls out like triumphantly like shing, pulls out like a standard pot for boiling water, and he's like he kind of puts it down. Kind of takes out a canteen. How are we gonna light it?
We're in a cart.
Would you like room temperature sleepy time tea?
Well, no, the tea won't infuse.
Well, we...
Brayoff knows the intricacies of making tea.
Yes.
Oh shit, he does have proficiency in the brewer's kit.
Yes. I know how stuff ferments.
Brayoff can make a damn
You're a
fine
magic
tea.
man, right?
Don't start a fire
It's
in here.
very small cars.
Alright.
Don't
I don't think it's...
hey, Braille.
You
Hey,
kind of
it's a
move
good
like the
idea.
vines out of your face to say that.
hey,
I see a
Prodigy.
problem.
No,
I think I'll be fine with just room temperature tea. And just like...
I know we're on the same wavelength here, but just to make sure, I've seen you do that thing where you create like a bonfire. Don't do that.
I'm not.
I know. I'm just stating it. What
He
did
kind of like sags, like, well, kind of tries to pour the water back into his canteen. it just spills all over him.
That's...
He's like, no, it's okay. I can salvage it.
That...
He kind of-
I said I could be fine with just the room temperature tea.
Okay, you can have my canteen.
Yeah, fine. I guess. Thank you. I just haphazardly sip a little bit.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get some shut eye too then.
I'm sorry about your tea. We'll get.
That's fine. I just wanted to help.
We'll get.
That's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
I'll appreciate.
I just wanted to help.
You did help
He
me.
pulls up the bag, but you can't see it anymore.
Thank you. And I give him back a tea. And it's like just.
I'm going to bed.
Okay. Good night. And I like lean back and just drift off to sleep. With the.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
I want to sleep after completing a very small project.
I have like it's like a yeah, I can.
Alright, cool, thank you! And I would, I'm gonna do something, and, I'm gonna do something specific, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna reveal what that is in the morning.
Is it night? Oh, dumb question.
Bazinga! For the audience, if you do not remember or do not know, because you're not, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, maybe once last session. The kingdom of Glumnavi is actually surrounded by a bubble of endless night. it was a nation kind of forged by creatures with sunlight sensitivity. So as like a way of dealing with that, and for other creatures that just like nighttime, I guess. When it was being built, they had a bunch of powerful casters basically cast a like dome of endless night over the nation.
Is there
So
Underdark? Sorry.
In this realm, a lot of the Underdark creatures make their way to Glumnavi as well.
I was gonna say there's like an Underdark location in Glumnavi, so like there's there underground in Glumnavi or not?
I can't answer that.
Dang it.
Cool.
Yeah, so if it's night, then I guess I'll sort of like pet the
Night.
rabbit a little bit and go to sleep as well.
I'm also snoozing. I give the rest of the adhesive back, by the way.
Right. I don't know how you. Alright. I'm gonna snooze too. Bradley stole my freaking eyes in the skies. He's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys get some good rest. It's not going to be a long rest, but you can take a short rest if you need. But I think everyone's fine for the most part. Yeah, except for me. Except for you.
Well, I need like to just straight up sleep because I haven't slept in a while. But yeah.
Oh no! Actually, it'll be a long rest. He'll wake you up. What kind of? Yeah. You're basically traveling. You can take a long rest. Because it's kind of like morning-ish.
It's what we don't have a circadian rhythm at this point.
Yeah, your circadian rhythm will be all thrown off because of the night. But
All I know is I have 6 days less of my exhaustion.
he's gonna wake you up kind of when you guys get to the place you're gonna be camping.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So go ahead and take a long rest.
Changes nothing on my end.
Yeah. A little bit later, you're awoken by the sound of like a zzz, and then Pops kind of sticks his head and he's like, "Alright, you understand, we unpack and we can ship to the ground tonight." And he zips back up and closes it.
Oh, I thought we were just going straight through.
Why did we all sleep if we're going to sleep here?
Because night isn't real. It's always night, I guess.
Owen kind of like,
All could use a little short while I still feel it.
Hi,
there
Jaden.
it is again.
I locked the door too.
You locked that door?
Yeah. One of you must have unlocked it.
Must have. That is 3 for 3.
No,
Three for
Jaden
11,
appears
I
in game.
guess.
we have had 11 sessions. We have not had 3 sessions.
That's 3 times Jaden is.
Yeah.
it's the
Of
third.
all the 3 times Jaden has come in, he's coming 3 of those
coming 3
times.
times.
It's pretty crazy.
Anyway, focus. Yeah. So the car kind of stops. Oren kind of like, it's fine. We gotta take lunch, right? We gotta. He said he wants us to protect him.
That's true.
That's true.
Sure.
We could also share adventuring stories over a campfire. I've always wanted to do that. I've read that in books.
Do you have adventuring stories?
Do you have regular stories?
It's okay. I don't really have
Yeah,
any either.
I've got stories.
I'm sure that Brayoff and
I'm
Grumm
sure
have
we can
plenty of stories.
Tell you some stories.
stories. I can share stories.
What about your potting stories?
Yeah, I can tell you all about my work as a potter.
Oh, I would love to hear about that.
I'd love to hear about that. Also, once we're set up around the campfire.
Right. You kind of like, Ulrich kind of like moves his back where he was sitting, stands up, and kind of like, you know how there was vines on the side, like this side of the carriage? Above you guys would be like a bunch of rolled up tents, like tent and camping supplies that he kind of starts unbuckling.
Yeah, I would guess help him in any way I can, trying to unpack whatever we need for the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Pops, he kind of doesn't really help. He kind of sits there like, just quick up, good work. You kind of see, if I had to give what this guy looks like, you know, I want to say, I'll explain it later. I'll make like a hero point or something. Anyway, yeah. So about an hour. Where you guys are right now is you've been basically on a mountainside path.
Mhm.
What do you do? What do you?
No, I'm
Cool. You're kind of on like a mountainside path, right?
Mhm.
And it's really like a thin road where if you went to the left of the road, you would probably fall off the mountain.
Okay.
And you've basically come into a clearing. It is mostly all like stone and rock. It's not a lot of like foliage around here. It seems like this path was like carved out of the side of the mountain. And this clearing seems to be like a common camp spot. Just looking around, you see like old, burnt out campfires. You see like a wreck of like an older cart, like signs of people have been here before.
But no one else is here.
Yeah, it's just like you come off the side of the mountain. Like this is the mountain. You come off the side of the mountain, and then there's a like circular clearing before the road continues on.
All right. Well, we should set up our camp and then take watches. I mean, we
Just
can
vibe, I suppose.
Yeah, we can all watch because
Yeah.
We can all tell our friend here a few fun stories. How about that?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna start a little fire.
Are you?
I will.
Gotta try. Should I
will.
roll for pyromania?
I can start the fire.
No, we don't have to do it with your magic.
It's not magic though. It's some like freaking magnesium shavings or whatever you're doing. Like,
It's not magic, it's science!
And
It's
this.
science. What is that melody? Okay, cool. Yeah. There are 3 tents. Pop's kind of before he's gonna sleep in the carriage, and before he does, he kind of goes like, "Alright, ladies, we're going to prep me. Look out for the gargoyles and try they come down sometimes, and just be aware of the boggart and having a good night." And he kind of goes back into the carriage.
I heard,
gargoyles and boggarts.
Or boggles, sorry, they're called boggles.
I
Oh,
was gonna say, I heard something about along those lines, so there is a chance we could get attacked, okay?
cool.
Yeah, or it's like,
They
oh yeah,
come
so
down
he's got a
sometime.
bit of a strong accent. He grew up in a very halfling household, very traditional. He's a good guy though, yeah. He was at my wife's wedding. Yeah, he was a nice guy. He's my best man.
So is he speaking halfling?
Oh no, he's just speaking common. He's just got a really strong accent. I don't know. Where did you're a halfling, right?
Yeah!
So
That's
where did you
what's...
So, did you understand what he was saying?
Yeah, I actually was right. Well, I've known him all my life. Again, he was at my wedding.
So, what he was saying something about gargoyles and
Yeah, it's not uncommon for gargoyles to be up in the sky up there. Yeah, my village got ransacked by them once. Yes. You see me up there?
I look up to Bradley.
Is that your cat?
Yeah, that's my cat.
How did you teach your cat to fly?
I made him like that.
Oh. Anyway, be careful of gargoyles. Have you ever met a boggle?
No.
Yeah, boggles, they're just kind of like...
What are
No.
boggles?
Boggles, they're just like, they're like, you know, like a gremlin?
I don't think I've read about boggles.
Are you familiar with Glum? Have you spent a lot of time in Glum and studying them?
I have advantage on identifying or researching monsters, so...
You wouldn't really
I haven't
be.
heard of it.
This wouldn't really be identifying or researching them. It would be a history check about them.
Which I would have researched. It was my thought process.
Could I also roll for
I
that?
don't want to roll it that way.
Could I roll for that?
Anyway, this is what a boggle is. For those of you at home, you can Google boggle 5e.
No, they can...
They can kind of see him. Look at that little fella.
Okay. So,
Love that guy, and everyone. I mean, most everyone was
and a history check? Just one history check?
Yep.
I'll go, hey Bradley, have you heard about boggles? No.
Yeah, no.
12 plus 4, 16. To boggle.
I rolled a 17 plus 3. So I would know more.
Have you been to Glum? Has Rayoff been to, like, Glum before?
I've been to this, like... I've
I've
adventured. I know what boggles are.
Glum has some very.
I've
unique
heard of a
creatures.
boggle.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll allow it.
stories.
They're not. Boggles aren't really that harmful, honestly. They are basically tricksters. As most of the things that come from the Underdark are, they're just kind of bastards. They're only dangerous if there's a lot of them, I'd say. But that's really it. You know, they don't. They're just kind of. They're literally just kind of bastards. So what did you get?
Oh, I got a 16.
Alright, you would actually know. People have referred to them as like the boogeyman, and there's actually a rhyme about them, a children's rhyme. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
You've probably heard it. You've interacted. I feel like Ralph's a good.
I know.
Kids.
I know about it.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that's the only reason you've heard of it.
Yeah. So the children's rhyme is Boggle comes and Boggle goes, steals your rings and stamps your toes. Turn around, the compass rose. Where it went to, no one knows.
Boggle's a home wrecker.
Yeah, they're just kind of bastards.
Damn.
So they're not. Again, they're not too worrisome unless you let them, you know, kind of gang up on you. And then gargoyles are just gargoyles.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say as we're setting up, I would go back to the Potts caravan and like, I guess, knock on the carriage, the equivalent of like knocking on a door, and I'm like, oh, Pops, I was wondering, do you have like an old leather strap or perhaps even a sling that I could borrow just in case they're all gargoyles? I don't really have much to hit them with.
You have
if they
your-
are flying.
You have your fist.
He kind of sticks it, like, slowly unzips, sticks his hand like, full price.
Tallie! How much is it?
Are you a fat children? I can give you a sling for 20 rocks.
Tallie, can I have 4 silver? Or Prodigy?
For a good sling for tossing rocks?
Yeah. We have a lot of rocks, but I don't have a sling.
There are a lot of
I can give
rocks.
you money.
You give him the money. I already.
You can have 5 silver.
But aren't gargoyles technically rocks themselves? So throwing rocks at them would only make them stronger.
Well, if you hit a rock with a rock, they both break.
Well, when we used to hit rocks on the other rocks, they would break. That's why. So
Yeah,
When-
but gargoyles.
When you punch another,
What do you think
another
gargoyles
halfling,
eat?
then the halfling doesn't get stronger.
Sometimes they do.
Do you?
all right.
No.
Well, then it doesn't apply to everything.
I do get stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as I've been told.
Cool. I would get after getting.
I wouldn't know because I've never been injured.
Yeah, so, yeah. He kind of, like, his head pops back in. He comes back out. It's just like a very standard sling, but the rocks he gives you are actually... gives you 10 rocks that are actually kind of carved to be more, like, perfectly circular.
And I got ripped off.
You bought rocks, man.
No, it's a 1 silver piece sling. I bought it for 5.
But because of...
Well, you didn't buy it for 5.
When you're using this ammunition, you can add extra d4 to damage.
Ooh, fancy.
You've got 10 of them. Okay.
Well, I guess after that, I will keep those rocks in special, and then I will just kind of, for the rest of the time, just like go around the camp, adding to the pile of like adequate rocks.
If only you hadn't poured out that bag of carved stones.
No!
Damn it!
Carved stones! They came back!
Holy shit! I would have had so many stones to throw.
I'm telling you, stuff like that's out of character. I'm telling you, stuff like that's very important. We, in my other game, have had a stack of 46 papers since like the 3rd session I was involved in. Each person has 11, and every once in a while, we use one for something extremely important. So if you find paper, or stones, or weird shit like that, keep it.
We can go back for it. You know, the village is only a stone's throw away.
Killing me.
Cool. So yeah,
I sit around the fire and I calmly brew my little health potion for
did you
this
guys
day.
start a fire?
I tried to start a fire.
Can I roll
I successfully start a fire.
Okay.
Can I roll something to see how many stones around I collect for my pile?
You roll for stones.
Yeah, roll for stones real quick. Roll a d10.
D10. I can roll a D10.
Well, it's special stone stat.
Actually, roll 2d10. Yeah.
There you go.
For the good stone roll.
Alright.
Don't forget, you have disadvantage on stones.
I do have disadvantage.
It can't. It's not a. It's not an ability check.
And
Well, stones is an ability.
Yeah, can you roll for stones? Okay.
I mean, you could.
I'm rolling for stones.
If you get
roll
two,
nature.
if you get nat ones, it's a kidney stone.
Oh shit.
No!
Grumm's been
You
drinking
guys-
too much soda.
If you get 2 10s, you get stoned.
That is 7 in total.
7?
Or sorry, it was 2 and 5, so it equals 7.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you find 7 cool standard rocks.
Hell yeah. Slinging stones, and I just kind of like pile them with the stones that I already have. Just like, these are my other stones.
Congrats.
It's an impressive pile.
I want to brew my health potion for today.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna.
saw Urlen, you know Pops? I saw you said Richard, you said he looked like he brewed like
Yeah,
potions?
based off of what, like, he had 2 crates full of, like, fresh health potions.
Right.
And as an alchemist, you would recognize, like, the plants that were, the vines that were kind of hanging from the right side of the carriage are what is used in brewing a health potion.
That's really interesting that Pops brews potions. He's Can you tell me more about what he does?
Oh, I didn't know quite the specifics, but ever since I first met him, he's just been, jack of all trades. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I think brewing is one of the more recent things he's picked up. Beforehand, his standard trader thing. He would buy them and then resell them. It's stuff like that, but. I don't know, he seems to have picked up brewing recently.
Is this brewing limited to potions?
What?
Is this brewing limited to potions?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Can you make a mean IPA? Potions.
Yeah, does he have like draft beers?
What does he have on tap?
Well, how much do you know about like health potion brewing? You've made potions before.
I'm talking
Yes.
about alcohol.
Not you. I don't.
I am an alchemist. I actually brew my own potions.
Well, how do you make your health potion? Do you use the gemstone method or do you use the life root method?
I mostly use the gemstone method because they're easier to carry on me.
Well, that's fair. Yeah. I don't know the specifics. I've done like a little bit of research because I did when I was back in back when I was trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. I did consider alchemy for a while. It's just not for me. But
It's not for
it
everyone.
looks like Pop seems to have taken up the life root method, which is it's a bit less heard of. That's the potions are green, which is a little it throws people off because usually that's poison. You know what I'm saying? So when you use gemstone, it turns red. So I nerd out over this stuff. It's really interesting to me.
No, it is absolutely really interesting. Though I don't know about green meaning poison. I would have to double check that. Potions of poison are usually the same as health potions. It defeats the point if it's a different color.
I'm talking about no, I'm talking about like
like an actual poison coating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which how does you drink poison coating? You think you die?
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah, certainly, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not sure. Again, my brewing research is limited. I went to pottery.
Pottery it's fun.
Did you make that glass?
No, it's just my flask.
He said he's into pottery, not metallurgy.
Yeah, it's not metallurgy.
Make a flask.
You can make a
What
flask
the
out of
talent?
You should say you know how to like alcohol and stuff. I thought you just were an alcoholic.
Oh, I am.
Oh, okay.
He is that too.
But do you know how to make? Do you know how to make like alcohol?
Yeah, you just put grapes in a barrel and it.
No, it's a very complicated it's a
time.
very complicated process to make alcohol. Like, do you only know that's wine? You just described wine.
Well, you can also put wheat in a basket.
I remember Damien used to
I feel like he knows a lot more things going on right now.
I think he's.
You can do an insight check. There's not much going past this.
He probably picked up brewing to enable himself in his alcoholism.
That's not.
If you take apple juice, right, you leave it in a dark room for like 40 days. Turns out when you drink it, you get sick.
That's great.
It's
It's because it's mold. You're drinking mold. Stop brewing. That's just. It's like leaving. It's like
It's
eating
called
raw meat
baby
like jam.
steps.
Is that how you first learned to make? You let your drink mold, and then you drank the mold.
There's a very blurry line between being drunk and being straight up sick. And I teeter that line.
You know, I feel like it'll be fun after we're done adventuring to learn how to brew for real. Instead of letting apple juice mold over 40 days.
Well, no. I'm saying I got sick. I'm not saying it was a bad experience.
Oh, I guess you did learn something.
Yeah.
That you can't drink apple juice that's been sitting in your cab to settle for 40 days.
Have you tried 41 days?
I actually,
I mean,
I think
I didn't count.
that would make it worse.
Well, no. Maybe it depends on the days.
I actually don't think most, like, a good rule of-
No. He might be onto something.
Most, like, organic things that grow mold don't have, like, a hard limit. They don't just go, yes, I'm getting more moldy. Wait, boom.
Well, eventually
this is the best thing ever.
The mold will run out and die of old age. And so, then, what you're left with.
You just leftover mold.
Yeah.
He could be the next big brewer.
Yeah. I'm very smart. Anyway, I pull out of my bag the quarterstaff that he was using, and then as I pull out the other end, you can see that his knife is taped to the end of it.
Taped?
Well, whatever
That's
adhesive I was using.
Did you give him universal solvent or something? Or not solvent?
No, I gave him
Sorry,
just, like, medical tape.
Medical tape.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I upgraded your weapon.
That's just his spear
Okay.
with extra steps.
Yeah.
It's actually less effective.
He swings it around for a bit and it instantly rips off, and the knife goes off the side of the cliff. And
You used it wrong.
you're like, about a minute later, like,
We can get you another knife when we...
Actually, I
Fix the
think you
next
have a
time.
more effective weapon now.
that was my knife. When'd you take my knife from me?
What? No, I was upgrading.
Yeah, wait, how did you get that knife?
Yeah.
It was in his
It was in my
bag.
pocket. Yeah, I don't know. How'd you get that from me?
He's probably a slippery folk.
It's probably very dexterous.
I'm
Nimble.
very viscous.
I don't like how you use that word.
I can slink in and out of anything.
No.
You can
I don't
slink
want
in and
liquid
out of
braille.
allied spaces as a Lightfoot halfling.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
My feet are actually pretty heavy.
So anyway,
I'm a little
feel-
sensitive about that.
I think we should tell stories to pass the time. Get off of this topic, please.
I'm gonna Bradley check. All good in the skies.
For now. Hey Bradley, what's it looking like up there?
Hey,
Well, boss, it's looking good. Over.
Hey, Bradley, what's going on in the airwaves right now? Hey, boss, you know, it's looking pretty good up here. Over. All right, sounds good. My sky rat's doing fine.
Wasn't the last time he was, or they were watching? Didn't they instantly die?
That was during a
And
snowstorm.
they weren't able to tell us.
That was during a snowstorm against highly trained assassins.
What's your point?
The gargoyles could be highly trained assassins.
They could be. The same assassins could be here.
Do we know the amount of training these gargoyles have?
So, Prodigy, do you have any fun stories to tell around a campfire?
No.
What were you doing with your life before we met?
Just kind of around. I was helping out a dog.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name was
You're a DM.
No, it's pretty established. His name was Tombo. He was a little merchant for. I shouldn't say little. That's a little bit demeaning. He was a dog. Lives in the Woken Alliance.
I'm sorry, did you say dog?
Yes.
Working with a dog?
Yeah.
Why are you also accepting of that?
Well,
That's
A
not.
dog?
he was a dog. I mean, I can't really not be accepting.
It's really
Fair.
not the most important thing that we've encountered.
You were. I'm sorry. You were working with a dog.
Or they have a weird cat thing.
What?
And
Yeah,
the
but
dog.
Yeah, Bradley. Yeah.
What?
This is
Well, how is it harder to believe that I was working with a dog than that they have a cat thing with
Yeah, but
wings?
they made. Did you make that? Yeah, but you don't make. Did you make the dog?
No,
I'm sorry. How are you
Well,
doing
I-
business with a dog?
I think they were awoken at some point.
dogs wake up all the time. It's not special.
Honestly,
It's
hearing
like
that
it
you
was
work with a
special.
dog isn't
This,
that surprising.
What?
We've been turned into dogs.
I'm
no, that's
sorry.
That's
what?
different.
That's
I mean,
That's
technically
different.
werewolves.
Let's not talk about that. That was very
Okay.
dramatic.
You kind of see him back up, like. What?
It was-
We got better.
If we were going to turn into werewolves, it would have happened a long time ago.
I cured them. Well, me and my pal cured them.
We never found out what happened to that little crow man.
They left.
They left. What do you mean?
Do you want
They-
closure?
They went, bye, I'm leaving, and I said, alright, and we went our separate ways.
Well, I wonder
That's
where
like
they are.
pointing at like any person. Oh man, you know, we never found out what happened to that barkeep back in that town.
I wonder what happened to him.
Probably kept being a fucking barkeep.
Well, I would like to go see him and say hello.
I can send a message.
Are we going back?
If we've met the same person.
Are we going back to the whole bar?
Grumm, do you have any funny stories to tell?
I think solo traveler.
I mean, I can tell stories of a few hunts that we've been on during my time in clan. Now that you guys, I guess, know a little bit more.
What about like stories after that? Of your adventures? What were you doing before we met?
I was just bouncing from town to town, really, just helping where I can, taking up jobs, taking out some ruffians whenever they needed to be taken out. There was a few bandits that captured me one time, and they roughed me up a little bit, but I managed to escape and get out. It was crazy. Oh,
That's pretty wild.
yeah, I know. I had to kick in the. I spread out the bonfire a little bit and it caused a distraction in the camp, and I ran out with my life. And the dogs were chasing me for hours. I was at this point, and he like looks back and he like pulls up his the back of his pants, and you can see that there's like a big scar, like a chomp of like a dog who bit him.
Wow.
Yeah, he was cute, but you know, he was a little teethy.
I'm sure Tombo wasn't like.
No, Tomo was very polite. Very well spoken.
What about you, Brayoff? Any fun stories?
I was waiting for Tallie to ask, and they didn't ask.
I was
Okay.
gonna ask you next.
Well, asking me last is a little rude, because I obviously have the very coolest stories. Okay, so, there I was, on Drawn Kingdom. I'm surveying the lay of the land, seeing what is good with the people, you know? 'Cause that's what matters. Then, young boy comes up to me. Brayoff, help. And I'm like, oh, what do you need, young boy? What is it that you might need? And he says, oh, my mother and older sister and all of her female friends, they got kidnapped by the evil bad man. And I'm like, oh no, the evil bad man, where are they? I must rescue them at once. And they pointed, and in the direction they pointed, I saw a tower that was dark and it was covered in thundering clouds. And I got on my galleon steed and I ran. I went right towards the tower, and there were 40 defenders there, and they shot arrows at me, but I dodged every single one of them. I caught 2 in the air, and I threw them back right into the eyes of the big evil bad man. And then I jumped off my horse, punched the ground. Shockwave rippled out. All of the archers were like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" They instantly surrendered, and I ran in, and the big bad man saw me, and he was like, "Oh, it's you! You're the one! You're the only one prophesized to defeat me!" And I'm like, "Let go all of those various women and mothers." And I swept in, and he was like, "I'm gonna kill you with magic and weapons and stuff." And he shot, fire spheres and lightning blasts. But I took him like a man, and I punched him in the face, and I broke his nose, and he was ugly, and he lost all charisma, so he couldn't cast more spells. And all of the women were like, "Whoa, Graft, you saved us! Let's all buy you drinks and go to the room together." And that's what we did.
You see, so this is why it doesn't surprise me.
Hey, I don't do it for me. I do it for you.
So that's what what's his name? It says
Metro Man.
Metro Man.
Nope. And that wasn't a reference. Straight up wasn't on a reference.
Okay. Anyway, he's like, "Wow, that's incredible."
Mm-hmm.
I had never pity you for like an adventure like these guys. You don't wear anything and you smell bad, so it was not something I mean, you could really trim your beard.
Now let me tell you, in the face of danger, is there time to shave your beard?
Yes. Yes, actually, yeah.
Really? While you were shaving your beard, 90 people died.
I don't grow facial hair. It's not. I don't deal with that problem.
While he was shaving his beard, 90 people died.
You
90
ever-
people he could have protected.
You consider getting a haircut, by the way. Your hair's starting to get a little long. You look. Yeah, your hair is You're like you're pretty. You know, you could probably use a glow up. Yeah, so.
Honestly, it's been a while since I've seen a barber myself, or even got my hair.
I got a mirror. You go digs. You clunk. Pulls out like a hand mirror.
Was it the bottom of your bag?
Yes. Yeah, I don't use it that much.
Well, you started at the bottom of your bag, you know. It's cracked. There's like 4 cracks in there.
Yeah, still works.
I can mend that for you. I have a spell. It'll take 1 minute per crack.
What? Yes, sure. If you want.
I'm gonna and cast mending to fix it.
Ooh. All right.
So yeah, I look into the mirror and see the ghostly face that is me.
Yeah, you look like shit. You are like, your eyes are kind of like sunken in. You've got like circles under your eyes. You've got like still some dry blood like here. You're just noticing. You know, even you could use a little bit. You're patchy. Like your face is a little patchy. Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. Just like
Yeah.
probably a little dirt piece. That's
Scale
like,
from best to worst. You look like the most shit, followed by Breosh, followed by Prodigy, followed by Tallie.
I feel like Prodigy feels.
Yeah, why?
Prodigy doesn't get into shenanigans.
I haven't been in any combat.
Yeah,
I
also
sat in
Tallie-
the tower.
Tallie,
I also wasn't
Tallie's an
combat.
animal. Tallie grooms himself.
Does Tallie have hairballs?
No.
But you just...
Some cats just don't get hairballs.
Damn.
Wait, is your tongue like sandpaper?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm not kissing you.
I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah?
You're on my no-kiss list.
I think if,
Comprises of 2 people.
Wait, who's the other one?
Guy's gotta have his secrets.
Perhaps you have a lot of secrets. I guess we all do.
I have no secrets.
I have been very upfront with everything.
So, again, I really thought this guy was like your I thought he was like your jester at first. I'm gonna be real with you.
We all.
Yeah.
It's a very strange situation on the way we met up, to say the least.
I thought
Now
he was
we
going
can
to tell a
talk
different
about it
story.
again.
What?
I thought he was going to tell a different story.
I have many more.
Yeah, I thought you were going to tell the one you like to brag about all the time to everyone you meet.
Which one's that?
Oh, I fought a dragon and won, but it's no big deal.
You fought a dragon in one?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, what color? Was it chromatic, or are we talking, like, what?
It was red. Is that chromatic?
You fought a red dragon?
Yeah, the best of them.
Nice.
coolest one.
Like you talk. It must have been like a wormling.
No, it was big. It was like the
Like
size.
was it like adult? Was it ancient? Like what are we talking about?
I didn't ask for its age. That's rude.
But you fought. So was it?
Yeah, I fought it. I hit it. I got it with the
like
old
a tooth or
bib
something
bam.
for like a necklace or.
No,
That would be such a good idea.
That
You
would-
should take more trophies.
I'm not gonna take. I am a keeper of peace. I had to show that dragon what was what. You feel?
No.
I'm a keeper of peace. That's why I kicked the shit out of that dragon.
That dragon was causing chaos and bad stuff.
I've never heard, like I haven't seen it. I've heard of a dragon. So when was it? Like how long ago was this?
God, I'd love to know his age.
My age?
Yeah,
But
you
you
don't.
established, like, isn't he like 40 years?
I am like
It's
40
like 40, yeah.
Yeah. I stopped keeping count because numbers are hard for me.
It's like middle age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
No,
old.
how long ago was this? When did you fight this dragon?
Like. It was like a while ago.
Oh, how long?
Like 10 years? 15?
I didn't hear. I didn't hear about any dragons 15 years ago. It's not.
Well, it was a big deal. It was the Dragon of the South. It had dominion over the whole South.
In Angeron?
Yeah.
Or Arcanelius?
Angeron. I don't even know what goes on in Arcanelius. Those guys are weird.
I don't. Do you guys remember like a dragon of the south at all?
There was a big deal.
I read a lot. And
It was the Dragon of the South. It was like a big. Oh no, it's Dragon of the South. Everyone's gonna die or whatever. And I'm like,
well, that's still very impressive.
Yeah.
Well, if you kill a dragon, I have nothing to worry about. Honestly. Yeah.
That's right. You have nothing to worry about except for the fact that everyone else who has joined our party has died.
That's true.
Well,
Except for us. So it's really only one
well, since
person
I'm
who
one of
died.
you, that won't happen to me.
I meant the 4 of us.
Yeah, you're
now
not.
It'll be the 5 of us.
Well, hopefully.
Well, what's your?
I can make pots and throw them at the enemies.
What is your cardinal direction?
I have a lot of cracked pots.
East.
No, his.
Yeah.
I can throw my.
I
pots
thought
at
you
the
were
enemies.
sorry,
east.
It's west.
I
They'll
think it's.
explode.
What?
You're both traveling bunch.
I'm the
That's why
South
we-
boy.
I don't know. I know he.
You're the North lad.
I am.
You're the East
West.
yeast, and
West
you're the
yeast.
West lad.
No, you mixed them.
I'm from the west. Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be another west.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can't have
yes.
2 Wests. You're gonna die.
I don't. No, I'm not. Don't say that.
Please don't say that.
Well, I mean, technically, he was right.
Well, you know, if I'm going to die, I will join my wife in the great beyond, and I'm okay with that. Really, I honestly, do you have
Dark.
any idea how boring being a potter gets after like 100 years of pottery?
Oh,
You can change your profession, man. It's not that.
No, not.
no.
Who else is going to make the pots?
Why don't you
Other
train
pots.
someone to make the pot while you go do something else?
Who's going to make sure they do the pots correctly?
What if you learned magic and were able to animate the pots to make other pots?
What
Well, no,
if
that's
you-
just cheating.
What if you didn't do any of that and just took on an apprentice? I've heard a lot of people get a lot out of life by mentoring someone else.
Bad
in
idea.
their craft.
No, I don't want anyone else to be a potter. It's really boring. Trust me, it's
Well,
really
then they
not.
can.
You have
know
to
what?
save everyone else from this life.
Well, I mean, if you've been doing
Exactly.
it for 100 years, you had to have something of enjoyment of it.
Yeah, but do you know how many pots there are in the world? Do you know how many pots I've made? I'm like set for life. I don't need to make any pots. It doesn't even pay well. No one comes to me and is like, hey man, we need some famous Urlen pots.
Doesn't sound like there's much demand.
It's not. It's really, really boring.
Then you should get on to another job.
This guy doesn't know about
Enjoy.
supply side economics.
Anyway, I've always dreamed of being an adventurer, and I've got really nothing left for me in that town, so now I'm here. And I'm gonna prove myself to be useful, and maybe make a name for myself before I die.
You already have a name.
No, like
You're
it's
a
a figure
moron.
of speech. I can make a name for myself. It's not.
You can
I
just
didn't
make a
even, like,
name.
actuality. It's like a saying.
Well,
Like I was
I did the
named
name, so
earlier.
Oh, okay.
you wanted to do the same.
Anyway, I'm gonna turn in for the night.
I think
This
that's
is I can
right.
cross this off. He pulls out a list. I can cross this off my adventuring bucket list.
You have a bucket list?
Yeah, I've got a bucket list.
Okay.
You want to see? It's like kill a dragon, fight some zombies, take some loot, save a village, join a party which is also knocked off. Yeah, it's like choose like a class, like all this other stuff that's like unmarked.
Has he chosen a class? Is that part marked?
No.
Well,
Next one is wearing like a question mark with Potter? Question mark?
Craftsman.
God dang it, I forgot this guy's name already.
Ulren.
Ulren. I said, well, I guess I looked at him and said, oh, well, Ulren, if you're dead set on being an adventurer, I'm happy to show you how to use a sling.
Let's not say dead set.
Yeah, if you're set on being an
Yeah,
adventurer.
I've got stuff in my bag. I can like throw pots. I can fill the pots with like acid.
But if you...
How
I
big
make
should
an acid-proof pot, and I throw the pot, and it goes kaboom!
But what if you can throw it even farther with the sling?
this guy has
Is
set
that-
his whole personality in pots?
That's not dissimilar to what I do.
He's a lost cause. Yeah, but do you use pots?
Well, I don't know how to make the acid. I can just make the pots.
Dynamic duo!
You two
Oh,
could be
shit.
such a
I
good
already
team.
no.
Actually, I'm very good.
I already do that also.
But we can have double that.
Do you make your own like glasses?
Maybe I could
Yeah.
do what you do.
Or he can make them better because they're
Mm.
pots.
No, but they're this like material that I produce myself that I make the outside so that it doesn't break. The inside is a glass vial that shatters on impact, mixing the two components.
Could be a pot.
Yeah, could be two
inside
pots.
instead.
But if it's a pot, I won't be able to see the
It could have decoration.
reagent I put in. The
Just write it down with the
It
symbols
could
you
have
use.
decoration.
Damn, are we trying to make this guy nuts?
I can teach you how to make the acid. Well, not acid. I can teach you how to. Why don't you come over here
Yeah, you put apple
Alright.
juice
And
in a
I'll-
basement for
and I'll-
40 days.
and I'll teach you some tricks and tips
Okay.
on making bombs.
Bombs. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Well,
Bombs. It's like bonds, but with an M in
Oh, you've never. Do you know what those are?
a bomb.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Well, I assume since you said it was like throwing a bottle of acid, it's like a bottle of acid that goes.
That's exactly what it is.
That's.
You're very smart.
Thank you.
but while you guys do that,
Um,
I'm gonna hit the head because I'm still tired.
Again.
Again?
Again.
Well, actually, rules is written. You can't long rest twice in 24 hours.
Rules as written.
Well, actually, I have +2 exhaustion for another week, so I need it.
Actually, exhaustion is just a mechanic and doesn't actually affect how much you can long rest.
Well, actually,
Guys, please
you're
go to bed.
not.
Yeah. So we'll skip to nighttime now. So you and Ulren, do you actually
Always
teach him?
night.
Yeah, I'll show him some tricks about like
Just let some
the basics of alchemy with sulfur and mercury and salt and shit and like how things react. Just the fundamentals right now. If he sticks around long enough, I'll teach him how to blow stuff up.
If he survives long
Do you
enough.
think you could use alchemy to bring someone back from the dead?
Actually, no. In absolutely no way could you do such a thing.
Was
I
anyone ever tried?
apologize. Probably. Yes. People absolutely have tried. It never really works. People try alchemy for a lot of things. Immortality, resurrection.
Well,
None of it really pans out.
why not?
The chemicals and parts that make up our world just don't really work like that. Alchemy's confined by what resources it can use, and it doesn't seem like any resources we have do that.
So you could not bring someone back from the dead using alchemy?
Not with, well, how alive do you want them to be? Like, you mean obviously like
alive.
return them to their former
Yeah,
self.
yeah.
No. Like, there's
Why
no
not?
way to do true resurrection with alchemy. The most you could do is reanimate them, but they wouldn't be themselves.
Not sure.
puppet
Alright.
corpse.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn in for bed now. Do you need anything? I've got like miscellaneous items in my backpack. I got a pillow. It's like a silk pillow. Would you like a silk
No,
pillow?
thank you. You can use that for yourself.
Alright. Have a good night.
You as well.
And he kind of pops off back to his tent. Cool. Are you guys taking watch at all tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm asleep.
So, what order would you like to do it in?
Oh, I'm just staying awake the whole time. I've
Yeah, we
already-
just like
Yeah, I
really
guess it's
just
fair.
took a long rest.
Yeah, I'm during this vibe session, I'm gonna try to find like a pointy rock that is like in like a similar way to the knife, and then reattach the knife to the quarterstaff, and then try to prove
The
to
knife
myself.
fell off the side of a cliff.
No, the rock that looks like the knife.
He's looking for
He's
a
looking
rock.
for a rock that looks like a knife.
Yeah, so I can
That's
reattach.
crazy.
So I can reattach that to the quarterstaff to prove that it didn't have
I
to
go up to
fall off.
Breoth and I go, Breoth, stop taking this man's only weapon. Leave his quarterstaff with him.
Okay, fine.
He's gonna wake up and he's gonna go, oh no, and then he's gonna fucking die.
But for the pots.
Yeah, he's
An
got
ine-
pots
An
now.
ineffective weapon compared to a weapon.
Ceramic is actually
So
very
your
effective.
weapons are ineffective?
No, because they're weapons. Mine fucking explode, Breoth.
So do pots when you throw them hard enough.
I'd actually argue if you broke.
I'll
like,
put
a
his
plate in
quarter
half-
staff back in his little thing, and I like accidentally poke him during it. But
What if we put a glyph in one of the pots, so when it breaks, it just explodes?
oh man, if only you
That's
could like put a glyph of warding on a moving object, right?
Anyway, nothing happens. It's a very uneventful night.
Yeah.
You do see some things flying in the sky, other than Bradley, but they don't. But they don't seem to care.
Oh god, Bradley has babies.
Not true.
It's gonna be the after story of RFP. Bradley has like a family.
That's a post-credit sequence.
Yeah, post-credit sequence. Bradley has a family.
Bradley finally found love. Someone to love his horrible exterior.
Cool.
I love Bradley.
So, I'd
Bradley's a
say
part of
that.
Yeah.
I would say the next morning arrives, but it doesn't really. There's just a certain point in time where you guys just been kind of. out
We
there,
agree, it's morning.
And Pop's kind of shakes his head like, "Oh, back up the bag. Oh god."
Sounds good. Said pack up everything back in the back and we can get going.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Ulren kind of pops out.
I'm too sober for this.
As a drow, I believe he doesn't actually sleep. He just kind of goes into a trance.
Meditation, baby.
That's a whip nene moment for him.
Yeah.
He got his sick 4 hours.
You guys sick 4 hours, yeah.
And
So he kind of
groggily,
pops
like,
out. It takes him a bit to kind of pack everything back up to his bag. You see, he kind of pulls out like a, not like a breakfast burrito, but like a nice like breakfast bar. He's got like some trail mix, and he's got like a Cliff Bar.
That's good for him.
He's like, anyone like some breakfast? Or...
I'll take some.
It's my wife's recipe.
Sure.
I take some.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bar. It's got like some cocoa in there. It's actually pretty sweet.
I am not.
So he's got.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
Do you eat?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
just-
eat. But you know, the last time we
Do you
Yeah,
just like
this-
stand in the sun for like 20 minutes? And
no, that
He would
would
be dead. There's no
actually
sun
bad.
here.
No, but
No,
the
it's
last
okay.
time this exact situation happened. We were poisoned.
Yeah, as of now
You're right. He was
onwards.
trying to poison you.
Well, as of now onwards, I have a strict no accepting food from other people rule.
Yes, that's probably best.
tastes good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's quite good.
His,
Nice
his
and-
wife is.
Yeah, and because he has a chef feat, you actually gain 1d4 hit points.
Woo! Cool.
Temporary hit points.
Oh, Tempe.
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Not about the chef feat part. It's another thing he has, but you do gain a d4 of temporary HP.
1 hit point.
Yo.
Big numbers.
Oh, that Pop's kind of like pops out. He's wearing instead of a green vest, it's a blue vest this time. It seems he's got it's the exact same vest but blue. It is the exact same vest but blue. He got Alright, is everyone right? You got it.
Yeah.
We've got everything. Everyone's alright.
Actually, wait. Before we leave, I do have to pee. Alright, cool.
He's
I go to the side, and I go to pee.
So what I
Damn, he
can
really just left.
see here is that
Let's just take a break.
no, who cares?
he's taking a
Who
break.
gives a shit?
Alright, fine, whatever.
Well, it's taking.
What I've noticed is you saw that I caught on to what you were saying, and it's getting more and more incoherent.
No, I didn't notice you got on. I just saying
It's getting worse.
It's good.
It's not getting worse.
What is it? I also take my big pile of stones I had and I put it in my bag, which is now empty, but now it's full of stones again.
Yes. Okay.
That's interesting.
Did
I
you
need
mix,
to carry my stones.
Did you
for
mix your
wrestling.
good stones with your bad stones?
No, I dumped out all the stones, and now.
No, but your fancy.
Oh yeah.
stones,
The
did you
bad
mix them together?
the bad stones are on the bottom, and the good stones that have the D4 damage or the +4 damage are on the top.
I think I hit a squirrel.
Or we could just do a fun thing where I just
I
randomly
don't
pull out
think there
one.
are squirrels here.
Yeah, I don't think there are squirrels here either.
Well, I hit something with the trail.
One of those.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Cool.
We
Cool.
made sure that we have everything. We're good to have.
With that, you see Owen kind of struggles to push his bag into the back of the.
I like put one hand on it.
Yeah. And with that, yeah, another hours of traveling.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm going back to sleep.
We should call this episode Grumm Snoozes.
He's just gonna sleep for a week and then wake up and feel better.
Cool. Yeah, this time, it's pretty much a straight line from here on up.
Radical.
Owen's kind of like,
Bradley's
So,
still in the air hunting.
first adventure. I'm quite excited. Yeah, it's really nice.
Well,
We're just going
this
from point A
isn't-
to point B.
for now, it could get much more interesting in the Untamed Horde. So,
I've never been to the Untamed Horde.
oh, it's a wonderful
Why is it called the
place.
Untamed? Is it like zombies?
No, it's
It's a horde of some people without taming.
yeah, Richard, the name for the Untamed Horde, that's like the horde part, is that did they choose that name, or is that like outer propaganda, like this is a bad place?
People named it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't really like name their territory.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the name is, well, I think it's a wonderful place. The name is more propaganda than anything. It's just a group of people living their lives the way they want to, and the outside world doesn't really see that.
So who's like the king or whatever? What?
There is no king, there is no queen, there's no ruler. It
That sounds like chaos. Yes.
things form in on their own. Smaller groups, smaller
Does that mean
factions.
there's a lot of like murder that happens? Like who's gonna enforce laws?
It depends on where you are. Some towns will have laws that are enforced as they have their own little society there. Other
Right.
places are just raider tribes. I think it's a wonderful place.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Interesting. I didn't know it was propaganda. Who named it that?
Probably the Kruber dynasty.
It's probably the Kruber Dynasty. I did not like the Kruber Dynasty.
Yeah, those guys below.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard of like what's been going on recently, yeah?
No. What's been going on recently?
They've been like trying to push the limits of the borders.
Oh.
Especially against Andron. Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm personally worried. You know, if Andron like declares war or Kruber declares war, like Glum gets sucked into that.
That's true.
Glum's not like I love Glum, but it's I don't know if the military power is up to Kruber Dynasty standards. You know.
Well, I don't know either. I'm sure that's still why they have the alliance, though.
Yeah, but then there's the Nation of Blood. It's mysterious and scary.
It is mysterious and scary, but it does have the Untamed Horde in between both.
That's true, I suppose. And I don't know if I don't. I mean, I hit like Glum Novi himself. Like we're just hoping that You know the scorpions. Well, hopefully we're hoping that's going to be something that slows them down, but I think they've gotten under control personally. I don't know. I'm just worried. I don't think this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this country could take another war.
Another war.
Richard, is that lore I know of
No.
outside of?
No. I can talk to you about that after. If you really want to know.
No, now.
Just the original divvying up of the territories.
Okay. Cool.
And I guess Nazdan Republic and Kruber Dynasty had a thing for a while before they lost.
They had a
Oh
complicated
yeah, that
relationship.
island does exist.
Yep.
And
Should
everyone
go
just
there.
agreed to not make a government where the Untamed Horde is. It is like, hey, you guys can do what you want. We don't
Pretty
really
much
care.
Anyone who tried
Yeah, I think
got ganged up on.
it's really difficult to occupy a land that is entirely made up of anarchists who will easily result to guerrilla warfare, probably before regular warfare.
Yeah.
Just instantly.
This sounds,
pretty much. Yeah, I don't think they know how to do regular warfare
I
because
don't
they don't.
know.
They're not organized.
this sounds so
Yeah.
fun. I'm glad.
You just
Glad we're
walk
on
in
there.
and like.
Yeah,
and had-
they would get out there in their little freaking stupid marching formation, and then they'd all die.
Yeah?
Yeah, you walk in. And
As
Right?
you guys are having this conversation, all of a sudden the car kind of like halts to a stop.
Hey
I
Bradley,
swear,
what's
if this is
cracking?
relevant.
It looks like you have stopped at the bridge, but instead of being down, it's fully up.
Is this a river bridge?
We should check out and see what happens.
We're stopped at a bridge that's up, a drawbridge.
Oh, we
What's
should get
that?
it down.
So it's like a.
We should.
This is a water bridge, right?
No,
It's like a chasm bridge.
it's a chasm bridge.
Why is there. Why is it. Okay.
There's no water.
It is a.
It was carved by now.
Yes,
Well, my
it was
first.
also. It's probably for like stopping people from going through the path.
Oh, well, I
If
was going
there
to suggest we ford the river, but that's not an option.
In the situation that there would be a war, it cuts off a way to get. I don't want to stand up because they can't really see it, but it would cut off because you're in the Spicer Mountains. It would cut off like a easy passage from Glum to Kruber Dynasty.
Can't, like,
I
visualize
see.
that, but you can see on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's Grumm, are you awake?
I poke him.
Bryoff, you and I, let's get out. let's look at it.
Sure, okay, yeah.
I guess I'll stay in here then.
Yeah, stay in
You
here.
didn't say.
Protect him. I'm picking. I'm
Okay.
divvying it up with, and
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
I
will.
won't look.
I won't take it.
you can come out and look.
It's a bridge.
He's probably literally never seen a bridge.
Have you seen a bridge?
Yeah, see the bridge.
I had to assume.
Okay, imagine that.
I
Alright.
don't know what's going on. It's not.
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
why we
come on.
stopped. It's just choosing its adventure. Adventure awaits.
Get out of the
Huzzah!
car! Get out of the
Huzzah!
car!
Probably just some guy
Cool.
forgot to
So
lower
you
it.
three step out. You see Pops is like kind of dismounted from the carriage and it's kind of like stroking his goatee and kind of stares at the bridge kind of upwards. As you guys kind of approach, there's like open.
Cool, where's the mechanism to lower the bridge?
Pops kind of points across the bridge to the other side.
Dumb.
Bradley goes over there. He flies
Cool.
over.
Roll for initiative just for Bradley.
Okay. Does Bradley see anything? Is he on the freaking
There
lookout?
there is a bunch of kobolds that seem to be protecting the entire area.
Bring that bomb with
Hi,
Brad.
man.
Alright,
Blow
boss,
up
there's
the
a bunch of kobolds over there.
If he's not dive bombing, he won't be attacked. But
No, he's just looking. He's just going to the lever.
It's worth knowing there is no lever. It was worth knowing to your right is an entrance to like a mine, and then over on the other side is like the same kind of like the same side would be an exit to the mine.
How convenient.
Okay, there's a bunch of. Hey, boss, there's a bunch of kobolds over there. They look to be protecting whatever lowers the bridge. I'm not too sure why. Richard, what is the mechanism that lowers the bridge?
Bridge lower mechanism.
There are like It looks like there's like a wheel and everything there, but the actual way to control it doesn't seem to be outside anywhere.
Okay, I'm having a hard time visualizing this.
It looks like there's something that goes inside, like follows it inside to the middle of the mine, like down the mine shaft.
You talking chains or rope?
Probably chains.
So chains into the mine, into that cave
We're
entrance.
going on a mining adventure.
So it's like the bridge is up, and then the thing goes, and here's the cave.
I'm imagining there's like a crank system inside the mine.
It looks to be like Duergar engineering, so it's it's less scientific and probably runs on some weird dwarven mechanism inside. You know,
Like science.
Do dwarves not
Yeah.
follow science?
you'll see.
Dwarves are crazy.
How wide is this chasm?
So the bridge is split into 2 parts. Each is like a 500-foot kind of like piece, so 1,000 feet across.
Okay.
It's a fucking huge
It is a
chasm.
very big chasm.
Okay, so sound will travel but won't be effective.
All right.
Take like 3 seconds.
There's probably just need to go through the mines. I can
You can ask them.
send in Bradley to the mines to scope it out first, so we don't have to leave the cart here. I don't know how good of an idea it is to leave the cart here. I mean, obviously the cart can't go through the mines; it needs to wait for the bridge. But, Prodigy, you can hop out now. We're taking a detour.
Okay. I mean, I
Yeah, you, as you kind of say that, Pop's like, he pulls out like a kind of brass knuckle set. He kind of like,
Damn, everyone's
That's a
ready to
good
fight.
point, but you did hire us to also protect you.
That's right, I know, babe. I might just go back down it all.
Why don't we just ask them? We consider that?
The kobolds?
What if they don't speak common?
I don't know. What languages do you guys know?
Not
Don't you know like every language with your magic whatevers?
No. Not even close.
Guys,
Why doesn't
you guys suck
like
at magic.
Greyoft stay with you, or like Grumm stay with you?
I'm still asleep in the cart.
Grumm, someone wake him up.
I shake awake. Go into the thing. Hi.
Morning.
Yeah, there's
Get
a
here.
there's a thing Tallie will explain.
I can look out of the cart and say, oh, the bridge is up.
Yeah, the bridge is up. We're you're either gonna stay here or you're gonna come into the mines. Looks like the mechanism is in the mines. I don't want to leave the cart on its own with Pops, because we were hired to protect Pops.
That is true. That is true.
I got buckle down. I can probably stay safe for a few days. I don't know how long it'll be in here, but I can probably get in myself for a while.
What?
Are you saying you go into the mines?
No, I protect myself.
I think he means he
You
can
can
like
protect
bunker
himself?
down and protect himself
Oh, kind of like.
for a few
Yeah,
days.
it's not my first time. It's not ideal. I can do it.
All right. Well,
I mean, if
you kind of see him like, he kind of goes back to the cart, kind of comes out with like it's like a weird fabric that kind of looks like it's made of crystal, and when he kind of like throws it over himself, it kind of shimmers for a second before turning into the same texture as the stone.
the cart's gonna look like a
Poke
big
it.
rock.
I protect myself for as long as I like.
Sounds good. Let's go into the mines
Cool.
and get this
And
mechanism.
with that, we'll do our official break now.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Cool. Welcome back. Yes, go ahead and place your. Yeah, go ahead and place yourselves at the front.
I'm using a dice for me now. I
What?
can't find me, and it's too much work.
Yo, it landed upright.
Where's my Bradley die? The specific die I use for Bradley.
Would Tallie be in the front?
Cool.
I don't want to be in the front.
I don't want to be in the front. That's
What
why I
the
put
hell
myself
do you mean
behind
you don't
someone.
want to be in the front? You're the barbarian. I mean, shit, fighter. That was actually an accident.
Specifically for that, I definitely don't want to be in the front now.
That's not how you get good party composition. You're a whore. You have to be
I
in
have
the
plus
front.
2 exhaustion.
No one gives a shit. You're in the front.
I
Else in the
don't
back.
need to be beaten more.
Why me in the back?
Because you're also like a damaged fighter character.
I fight with damage. That's what all of us do.
No, that's...
Fine, I'll do that.
No, you switch. You made it actually the opposite of a good party formation. You made it actually like garbage.
What's the meta for
Use
this?
this for our friend.
What do you mean? What's
Which
the
one?
meta for
Urlen.
this? You put the two
Urlen
tanks
or-
on the front and
Is,
the
is
back.
the other guy coming?
You know
Why
what?
the
Flops. No.
Okay, so there's an
Where
ambush
would
behind.
Ulren be standing?
He'd be in
He
the,
would
like
be
the
in-
middle.
On the ambush.
Ulren would put himself around the middle. Between
I would put
Okay.
Ulren around the fucking middle.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you now trying to save
He's,
them.
as you guys are kind of approaching the front of the cave, he's got his big backpack that's like, shing, 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 shing. Alright, I'm so excited.
Did you bring your pots?
Yeah, for my pot. Do you want me to put...
You should leave your bag in the cart.
Oh.
Bring a weapon or something. It's
But
well,
is
you know
stuff in
what?
here? It could be useful.
Kobos do like to steal things a lot. And they...
No, I'm talking about sound. But you already make so much fucking sound.
He's like, oh.
No,
I-
you're
I-
good. You can keep it.
No, he
actually.
runs back. Shing, 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 shing.
No, because
You see him grab a pan, another cooking knife.
He uses the weapon.
And he grabs like a few round pots.
Does he
Kind of puts them around his belt.
have his quarterstaff?
He does not grab the quarterstaff.
Does he have a pot in his head?
I'm gonna go back, grab his quarterstaff, put it in the bag of holding, just in case.
Okay. Cool.
So I guess
I don't want this guy to not
being
have a
rudely
quarterstaff.
awakened to having to
Lead the party.
lead the party into the middle of a trap, I guess I saunter closer to I guess I walk into the cave a little bit more, being careful as much as I can.
we should sneak.
I have
What-
disadvantage on stealth.
That's crazy. Don't care. Didn't ask.
I have double disadvantage on stealth.
That's
Not how that
crazy.
works.
That's not how that works. Don't care. Didn't ask. You should sneak because just walking in there blah, 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 is way worse
doesn't-
than not trying.
Yeah, it doesn't
Also,
hurt.
if it's a group stealth
alright.
check, people could all roll like 20s and it would be fine.
Go
That
ahead
is
and make a
an
group
8.
stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
Or sorry.
Are we
that's
doing
a
group?
10.
Okay. 10's not bad.
Fucking moron.
I'm
He's in
sorry.
character.
You literally just woke me up and said you're leading the party into this death trap,
That's how that works.
and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, great."
You're the fighter. That's your deal. You stand in the front.
God.
16?
You made that character.
You can stand in the front.
16. Okay.
Mhm.
9. Okay. What you get?
Bradley rolled low. I rolled.
Can you give each other the help action?
We're sneaking into.
Can I give
kobolds'
Bradley the
pack.
help action by putting him in my coat so he doesn't have to bother sneaking?
Sure.
Well, if he doesn't have to bother.
Does Bradley have to bother sneaking if he's in
your
my coat?
No.
Should more find ways of weeding out the kobolds instead of trying to.
The same
sneak
applies
on
for
them.
the rabbit, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the. Okay.
You bring the rabbit
No,
to the
no,
cave.
I'd have left the rabbit with the guy. I
Okay.
guess.
Oh no.
He comes back and he's just eating a rabbit.
So what
foot.
you got a 9, you got 8, or you got 10?
10.
You got a 9?
Yes.
16.
19.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
How does he do?
That's a D12.
How loud are his pants?
Natural 20.
He doesn't have his
Can't make
pants
this shit
anymore.
up.
Wow.
But it's 20.
Oh my god, his pants are soundproof.
Seasoned adventurer, isn't he?
His pants.
Exactly 20. He's got nothing else to stealth, so he's just yeah. He's like the quietest out of everyone.
I mean, I'm wearing chains,
Wait till he
so I'm never.
collapses because he's just holding his breath.
Cool. People without dark vision, it is in fact dark in here.
No. Wait.
Another reason why you should be leading.
I guess that's
That's so true.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
It seems
I
like
don't
at some point there were torches that were lit, but they're all like long burnt out.
Only there's like a spell, like a cantrip that can light them.
Like a really good cantrip.
Yeah.
One of the best cantrips in the whole game.
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah, light.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy, you're right.
I'm keeping my
Don't think
eyes
thaumaturgy can do
peeled
that.
for.
It can make lights flicker, so you could have the candles flicker, I guess. Have a nice strobe effect as we're going through.
Cool.
That'd be a fun fight.
Yeah. So as you kind of move down, the cave kind of goes downwards for this first kind of stretch. What?
Can we like go somewhere else, Richard? Can we just like take 4 sessions back and go somewhere else?
Because I would love, like, what if we got like a dungeon that's in like a castle, or like a dungeon like a forest or something
Yeah.
really cool and interesting that isn't cave go down.
That's
This is our second
So-
cave go down dungeon.
yeah. It's also your second dungeon.
That's 2 for 2. That makes it worse.
Well, no, the first cave go down dungeon wasn't a dungeon.
That's true.
It was just a cave go down.
Yeah, we just it wasn't really.
And it eventually went up.
I mean, technically, it was a castle, considering we went up into the castle.
It's more like a keep.
I guess that's true.
Was that a dungeon?
It was a dragon keep.
You know, it had the
Did you say there
possibility.
was a
to be
dragon
dungeon.
there?
That's
The
what
orcs said there
the
was a
orcs said,
dragon.
yeah.
I thought it was a...
God damn it, Richard.
I know.
Cool, I see nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
come on.
pitch black.
Okay, I guess I like look up and just keep my eyes peeled for any shifty kobolds as much as I can. Like I look up and around.
I'm looking as well.
Can I borrow D20 real quick?
Ominous.
It's my special one. So
That's the
So it should
damage
do
you
you well.
it
take.
should do me well.
It's 1 dice to the power of the other.
I spun it so you wouldn't see what I rolled. Nice try. Are you communing with your dice?
Yeah.
You rolled a 4. Okay. Cool. The next room appears empty.
I want to be on the lookout for that. Can I perceive the next room?
You perceive the next room?
Yeah.
You have dark vision, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to 60 feet, so I think I should cover most of it, yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
I was gonna say I stopped like right in the opening. And just,
Yeah.
I'm like,
There are like clearly open ore veins on the sides of the room that have like pickaxes stuck in them, and then kind of littered about, strewn about are corpses of some I think it's Duergar, right? Let me check. I'm sorry. Duergar.
And if all the kobolds jump out like it was an ambush, and we can ambush them.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, there are some strewn out bodies of some Duergar, but then as well as that, there are kobold bodies littered around the room.
Coal bodies?
Kobold bodies.
So they're just like knives just stabbed into the Duergar.
No.
Damn. I like.
They seem to. Actually, if you want to get closer and make an investigation check, go ahead.
I
I'd like to
stand
make
in the
perception.
opening and just look back at Tallie and say,
I want to perceive it like a perception check of the room. Like, look harder than I looked.
Are you looking for something specific?
Yeah.
That would be.
Murderous kobolds.
That would be. I think that would be investigation. Yeah. Let me check.
I always pictured investigation as like
Actively.
going up to things and like.
Perception is if you're just looking for a broad picture, discovery how it's seen, while investigating focus on interpreting the clues. Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
I was thinking you would just toss
Percepi
Bradley in.
checky.
Oh, that is my plan. I just want to perceive it first, but I am going to after this throw Bradley in like he's like a freaking deployable thing.
Grenade out.
Like a drone.
Hey.
You can throw.
Yeah, perception. Since you're just doing kind of like a broad thing. Pretty much what you've already seen. The corpse is kind of strewn about. So, like, the way I'm going to do this is if you did investigation, I would tell you, like, specifics about the corpses, but I'm just telling you, like, the broad picture, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't seem like there's any, like, obvious other creatures in this room. The Duergar and the kobolds kind of seem to be littered together, so maybe they were, fighting. And other than that, like, there are, again, pickaxes stuck in Actually, one of the Duergar has a pickaxe kind of like stuck in his back.
Interesting.
Same with one of the kobolds. And
So kobolds, my picture is the kobolds took over this mine as a little encampment. I'm gonna take my guy.
Okay.
And I go lean past Grumm and kind of like throw him. He has the wings he has. I want him to have those like either what dragonflies or hummingbirds.
okay.
So I want to throw him, and he like tumbles, and then he like.
Okay.
So I'm like, Bradley out, and I fucking chuck him into the room, and then like partway through tumbling, he gains his bearing, and he's in the middle of the room, kind of zipping.
Okay.
Does anything happen when my Bradley's in there?
No.
Okay. He's gonna investigate the room.
Okay.
Like actually investigate.
What
Scan-
specifically? Just
I want him to investigate
the bodies,
See if the
or
kobold-
the
pickaxes?
bodies, and I want to check the walls for any crevices.
Okay, we'll do bodies first. Make it just an investigation check about the bodies.
This one.
Why did we stop?
We're just checking the room in front of us to make sure it's not a fucking ambush.
Don't want to be stabbed by kobolds. It's not fun.
Why don't we have like a light?
I don't need
That would give us away.
Because there's a lot of kobolds around, presumably.
I hate that all of you can see in the dark. I can't.
So we
Low.
shouldn't be
He rolled
disagreeing.
low.
Rolled low.
Like incredibly low.
How low are we talking?
You can make fires.
I know. Kobolds don't like the light.
Yeah,
I do
no,
know
like
that.
like low.
What are we talking?
Like 2.
Like 2? Yeah, you're right. Same thing you've already noticed before.
I guess I'll poke a body, see if it reacts, make sure it's like actually dead. That's a good classic
He'll
trait.
poke a body?
Yeah,
It doesn't react.
the kobold specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't react. Then he'll go to the walls and check.
Sure, go for it.
Wait a fucking second. I'm gonna perceive through his senses. So I don't have to use his stupid mental stat. I can use my investigation.
Yeah.
That was stupid of me. I'm gonna.
So yeah, when you do that, you like lose your own perception.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Yeah, so you kind of see through their eyes.
So I'm gonna grab Grumm's shoulder when I do that
Okay.
and see through his eyes. Hold on, I'm. That's a 9.
Man, this is a room.
Yeah, this is a shitty die.
This
Well,
floor
good
is
ones.
made of 4.
Again, you don't really. I mean, there's some nice cool ore veins on the wall, I guess.
Okay.
There's like some silver and some gold, kind of that seemed that they were mining. But
No, I'll come back. It seems safe enough to go through.
I'm gonna take a few steps, and I like just carefully like, boom, and look around, and boom, look around. Like every step, I just
hey, move yourself forward a bit.
well,
You triggered it. You triggered the trap. Everyone's dead now.
It's gonna be the slowest dungeon crawl ever.
Cool. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Why do you think they call it a dungeon?
As you step
crawl?
forward, your foot kind of triggers a tripwire as a trap goes off.
We never said we'd check for traps.
we didn't check for traps.
They set the entire time to make a tripwire.
That is a 8.
An 8. Oof. Okay.
We don't have a rogue to track for traps, that's why.
If only someone had the dungeon delver feat.
The dungeon delver feat. Cool. So as you kind of step forward, you trigger this trap, and this kind of happens like an instant before you can react. But as it pulls a pin off of something to your left, which then actually combusts. Yeah. As this kind of boom goes off, it seems to be like an improvised explosive.
Cool.
It looks to be less. It uses like alchemist's fire. It looks like. So you and anyone within 10 feet of you.
So Tallie.
So yeah,
And
you guys also
Urlen.
make a dex save.
Yes, that's also Urlen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just out
shield
of the
myself from the blast and be like, ah, Tallie!
It's the 2 people who can't see anything.
You okay?
Who avoid
No,
it.
I'm actually not okay.
If only you had the feat that I took specifically for this.
Wait, hold on. Traps are weird, right? They make attacks on you, I think.
Depends on the trap.
I don't think this one will because it's gonna be fire.
We have
So,
an
yeah, not
insta
this
win.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was like a crossbow bolt, I suppose it would be the attack bonus. It's weird.
Yeah, I think
That's weird. Anyway,
this is essentially a spell.
yeah, this is pretty much a spell. Cool. So what did you get?
I rolled low. I got a 7.
7. What'd you get?
An 8.
Cool. Ulren was the only one who passed. So he will take half. You guys aren't take full. The save was 10.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
This is why I don't go in the front.
What on earth do you mean you're
You
the
only
only
take
party
these.
member who can tank
I don't have dexterity. That guy can just dodge right out of
You're
this.
the only
Hi.
party member whose health and AC can tank this
Cool.
because you go in the front
I
and
just
get
rolled a
You guys
17.
take 8 points of fire damage.
How many times has this man used AC against me? He uses saving throws upon saving throws upon saving throws when
That's
it comes
fair.
to me.
like when the guy hit you, or when the guy hit you, or when the guy hit you, or maybe when that guy hit you.
Maybe
Maybe
they're-
when you got attacked by that guy, or maybe do you remember getting when he rolled an attack roll to hit you with that guy that tried to hit you?
Maybe
How
they're
many times
both
has that-
important.
has
Have we
that
considered
man
that?
uttered make a save throw?
Like
No.
5
Something.
times.
Cool.
No, about 110. He does it all the time.
Like
That's how he dealt with my other
5.
characters. Because they just became big walls.
I didn't plan to specifically counter you when I put the trap here.
I know. I'm just saying.
Wait a
we
minute.
have a dex dodger.
Hold on a second. You put the trap here? I thought it was
I
the
went
kobolds.
down into my own world and I placed the
I thought
trap
it was the
upon my
kobolds.
grounds.
Guys, I don't think the kobolds put these here. I think it's just some guy.
Rayaf becomes self-aware and then dies.
Brass head just explodes.
Take the pact of the GM Warlock.
Yeah.
Banned.
Alright. Well,
It's banned in Richards.
I just take a sucker punch in the face of fire. Cool.
How much health is your max?
54.
It's pretty good.
What are we all in the 30s? The only party member who can take damage? You mean, wait.
And I'm sorry, the only
are
party
you-
member who's
You
moving
guys are
at 15
dysfunctional. You
speed.
guys
you-
are actually
Hold-
genuinely dysfunctional.
No,
on.
everything would be fine if it wasn't for him.
Hold on.
Them.
Are you
Can we
insulting me for putting the tank in the front?
can
No,
we have a
I'm
special
insulting you for
episode
using
where
us as a meat
Xavier
bag.
plays all of us and sees what happens?
Cool. Anyway.
The most successful.
Yeah, everything
of all
works
time.
perfectly. Like,
I'm low and high. Everything goes off without a hit.
cool. The explosion echoes throughout the cabin.
Can we light a torch now?
Yeah, I'm just going to.
You can.
I'm gonna
make
cast
a light.
light on
Just cast it on my head.
you. Yeah.
Cast on your weapon. That's the usual.
If anyone is gonna get noticed, it's already me. So
Yeah.
The usual deal is casting light on your weapon.
No, I
It'll work
cast
as
it
a
on
torch.
him though. What if he drops the trap?
Are you actually grabbing the torch prop? There.
Yeah, he cast light.
Yeah. He casts light on his weapon.
Oh, wait, hang on.
And Joe's the one who's always in the darkness.
It will strobe, yeah.
Oh,
God.
wait, whoa.
Sorry.
Careful about that. The other one does colors.
Cool.
What color's the light you cast?
White.
Ulren, by the way, only took 4
That's
damage.
gonna be
He's kind of shaken up. He's like, I survived!
You did.
Pulls out his bucket list. Get hit by a trap.
Please
So
tell me.
us.
He crosses up. Survive an IED.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
Distracted.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the yellow.
Give it back to
orange.
Kyle so Kyle can find more light.
There it is.
There, that's good.
I was trying to find orange.
That's good.
God damn, that was long.
Okay,
How hurt does he look?
He's fine.
so, alright.
He's not like one-shottable.
So, yeah. So now I can see the conglomerates of the...
Actually, hold up. I forgot he could do this. How long is his last?
I forgot he could do it too.
He's like, we need light. I know, like, I can create light.
We have
Well, I
have
asked
light.
him that.
Yeah,
Right
but
now.
if we need more than one, it's one central point of light is not very. Like, if you need light, just let me know.
I mean, I really don't need this. It's
Yeah.
more of that.
more of a prop.
I mean, I can see in the dark, but I know some of you can't. I think you can.
I can't, you know.
I can only do it for like a minute, but I can keep doing it.
No worries for now. The one light source will work just fine, but we'll remember to call on you if we need it.
All right.
Hey, you're already the light in my life.
Thank you.
I'm
It's very kind of you.
This guy sucks.
I'm gonna just drink that health potion I brewed up this morning. Chug
Cool.
it down.
So what's the range of the light spell?
What is it?
I
No.
Less than 60.
It's something like 30 feet bright, 20 feet dim, something along those lines. It's
So
not-
I can see the room.
Yeah.
Uh,
Depending on, well, I need to know where you're standing.
It's
10, 10 feet in any, that's the object. Bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Alright.
And it can be colored as I like.
It's 40.
40.
40.
Is it 20-20? Sorry.
20,
Yes.
40, 20 bright, 20 dim.
Cool. So
Um,
if you're staying in the center of the room, you can see most of the room. It's not like the corners.
I can't remember what health potions are. Are they 2d4 plus what?
Depending what, are we talking standard
Regular,
potion?
yeah.
I think it's 2-4 plus 4 instead.
Okay.
I've been playing D&D for 5 years now. Or I've been like in the community for 5 years. I still do not know how much a health potion is.
We just have.
I do. It's 2d4 plus 2. I was wrong.
It's
Standardization
maybe-
is for nerds.
Okay, well, after getting an explosion in the face to wake me up, I guess I just walk into the rest of the room.
Yeah, like you were tired before, but that's basically the equivalent of getting cold water splashed on you. You're up
I
now.
like warm water.
Yeah, like warm
It's
water.
more like getting a bomb blown up in my face.
Yeah, like warm water.
Yeah.
Are we all following?
Yes.
I am. So there's still just like ore in the walls,
Brandon's
Yeah,
gonna-
seems like they were interrupted mid pickaxe.
or that they didn't mine. That's like really not
I
that
was gonna
deep.
say,
Well, there's like buckets next to it that are kind of full.
I was
Cool.
gonna say I would walk over to the ores and like I'd be interested in them, like see if there's any like leftover ore I can like pick out or something.
Okay.
Maybe.
Now move yourself over there. Just a little bit.
We
closer,
should
yeah.
just.
Right there. Yeah, cool. And which bucket of ore do you? The gold or the silver?
Grumm, we should.
I would look into the wall. I was looking at the wall.
Oh, at the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a small vein of silver to the left, and kind of to the left of that, where left of you are, there's like one for gold. Directly beneath the gold one, like in the gold is a pickaxe, and below is a dead Duergar.
Did he
Okay.
die mid-pick?
Looks like it.
I'd like take the pickaxe and like kind of like scrape the wall a little bit,
Why
see
are
if I
you
can pull
doing
anything
this?
out of it.
Hey, Grumm. Just want to like a clarification on what the fuck you're doing and why you're doing
Make
it.
a
don't have any
make an
money.
attack roll against the wall.
Okay.
Oh, but what's the DC of the wall? You don't know. It's
But-
not on the back of your
Shut the fuck up.
screen.
I guess I
Shut up.
technically have proficiency
Do you
in
have
pickaxe.
in mining? No, I don't think so.
I have in smithing, and also I'm proficient in all weapons.
Yeah, I guess you could add your proficiency to the attack roll.
Yay.
Hey, Grumm.
That is a
Hey.
12.
Hey, Grumm. Hey, Grumm, can I just get like a what the fuck you're doing, even slightly?
He's interested. You know Grumm.
He's mining.
We're just getting
get?
through this dungeon.
What'd you get?
12.
12?
Yeah.
It doesn't quite dislodge any of the ore, but
Hmm.
you do it.
You gave it a good try. Let's get going. We're in here for a specific reason, and it's not to look at shiny little stripes on the wall.
I mean, I just want a little bit of cash. I don't have any.
That is not.
But still,
Hey, he might not know the intricacies of how it works.
That's not how that works, Grumm. I can explain it to you later.
I'm gonna steal a pickaxe.
Don't just leave
I'm
everything.
gonna look at the bodies real quick. Like,
Trying to infer
like
more
see,
information.
yeah, see what
Investigation
killed
check,
them.
I'm gonna guess it was a pickaxe.
I'm gonna hit the ore again.
Specifically looking at both a kobold and a dwarf.
Duergar. They're like drow. The drow. You know how drow
Okay.
drows are just
Uh,
Duergar are like
Durgar,
two dwarves.
and
yeah.
see if they're like the same thing.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I got 25 to hit the thing again.
You dislodge a bit of silver. Yeah.
9.
I was aiming for the gold.
Oh, the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The gold. Yeah. You small I'd say about the size of the size of a D20, like a chunk of gold falls out. As for you, when you get you're not too well versed in murder scenes and all this. You're usually there when the fight happens.
Mhm.
But what you can infer, it looks like there was a scuffle between the kobold and the Duergar. It looks like the kobold probably got a hold of the pickaxes and used those as weapons against the Duergar.
Yeah.
And they kind of fought back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm satisfied with getting my gold. I have pieces of-
Just generally, you find it weird that maybe, in the position you're in, the kobolds probably came from the other side, but they clearly didn't go out, or they must have stepped over the trap. Because you didn't see them on your way here. This is just like obvious. You didn't see it on your way here, and the trap was still armed. So.
Oh. Good point.
So that's just like general stuff you can pick up on.
Hmm.
That goes for all of you.
Yeah.
Except for me, Brown.
Bradley is looking down the rest of the thing.
Well, yeah, I pocket what gold I got, and I guess say, whoop.
Cool. I would draw the next part.
Oh.
You're gonna have to.
I'm playing with the light.
Stop.
Why? It's not
It's
going up.
distracting you.
Well, he's drawing. I'm just waiting for it to draw.
Cool.
Yo, this cave has a door.
Cool. Go ahead and you're still scoring a bit.
What is? Can you describe it?
Yes, once you get there.
Well, Bradley's there. Can you describe it for?
Bradley's there already?
Yeah, he was in the hallway. Stop
Yeah.
moving, people!
Bradley was. Yeah, okay.
It is just another room similar to the one you were in before. Oh shoot, there was a. Sorry, this goes. There's a minecart here.
We should try not to explode
Like not
this time.
The minecart is full of gold, and farther down the hallway is a door, like a wooden door.
Bradley relayed the information to me, and I will relay it. It looks like there's a door up ahead, around this corner. It looks like it's the only way to go, so I think we should go that way. There's a minecart full of ores, unprocessed, not worth anything if we take them. Just, please, for the love of God, stop touching things.
I'm taking them.
Grumm, what is wrong with you?
I'd like to piss you off.
I'm trying to get through this so we can keep
That is not in
going.
character for Grumm.
I know. I'm not.
That is Joe talking right there.
Yeah, I'm definitely just.
I'm an evil man.
Don't do that. I'll give you DMD inspiration.
Fine. I'm fine.
He already has that. Because he's disadvantage on like everything.
I do have one inspiration.
You're right.
Okay, while we're walking down the hallway, I'm now being very thorough to check to see if there's a
Go
string.
ahead and check for traps.
Bradley will zoom up and do the same.
Are you doing it individually or gonna help? Oh, you're doing it individually, right? So you're gonna use your own.
Yeah, because all I would do is
What would
cancel his disadvantage.
It's
so
an
we wouldn't be
investigation.
with
It
him.
is a wisdom perception check, I believe, against the. Actually, no. You're looking for one. No, it would be a perception check.
We love
Because
that.
perception check, I believe. Yeah, I would say like investigation for trying to see how to disarm it.
I don't want to disarm it. I just want to try and find it.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. That's a 7.
There's no traps in front of you.
18.
There are no traps in like you're in front of you now.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna buzz around the corner and check again.
Go ahead and roll.
Let's see more following.
No, stop. The familiar is literal.
You said there was
fodder.
no traps here.
Give the familiar, the homunculus, a second to go do his job before you
This
saunter in there.
part is clear.
Yo, let's speedrun this.
11, 12. No, 11.
There are no traps in the room.
Alright. Bradley says it's safe. We can head up now.
Okay.
I just said the words, we can head up now. What do you think that means?
Why do you have to be so negative?
I'm trying to keep all of us alive and not activate anything in this little area. I'm trying to get through here as fast as possible, and you're like, I'm gonna mine the walls.
We're adventurers,
He's
damn it.
adventuring, man.
Are you taking the gold, Grumm?
Nah. I'll take. Actually,
I explicitly did in character say, don't take any of it.
Would he do it in character after Tallie said, "Do not"?
is it?
You guys.
Is it like unprocessed gold? Or
Yes,
like,
it was just
Yeah.
mine!
It is a minecart like filled to the brim. It's kind of like a comically large, like not comically, but it's like filled like a tower of like chunks of gold.
I was gonna say
They
if there's,
literally are like sparkling.
I was gonna say if there's like a pure piece, I would just like.
Yeah,
it looks pretty. It looks pretty high quality compared to a lot of the rest of the metals here.
Cool. I grab a similar size piece to the one I already have.
Cool. Please make a. Please make a.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You just are grappled by it. You were just grappled by the mimic.
Oh.
And with that,
Yeah!
roll for initiative.
Sweet.
Love mimics.
I know what I did.
I fucking hate you.
I hate you
And
too.
actually, we'll continue this next time, and we will end here for today.
Oh man,
With
I
the
thought we were
mimic
gonna go
fight.
late because we started late.
Yeah, but if we're gonna start an entire encounter, I'd rather just do it next time.
Mimic fight!
Just a
Let's go!
Yeah. Again, till next time, next week. See you guys then.
Oh, okay, November. Okay.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.